You know, that GT music is actually quite fitting today. Welcome to the Super Magic Show. I hope you're having a great day. It's February 24th, 2026, and this is a pretty important week, actually a very important week, because this is the 40th anniversary of the Dragon Ball anime. It all began February 26th, 1986, 40 years ago. So in 2 days, it will be the day where Dragon Ball started as an anime, not the manga. The manga was November, anime was February. But I think I can safely say that the majority of us got into Dragon Ball through the anime and then later read the manga. It's just how it was. I mean, the manga wasn't even available for a while in the West, and Dragon Ball had to get popular first before they actually put out the books. So we're going to be talking about history a little bit today with somebody who I think is a very important person in history, because, like, my guest today has been on YouTube far longer than I have, longer than Kwame, like going back to, like, she's been on this platform since before you could make it a living, when it was just fun, like, hey, look at my videos. And that was it felt different back then because everything felt so pure. You know, it wasn't like, let's chase the algorithm, let's chase the views. That's what we all do now. Let's figure out what works. Well, how can we make the most money? Back then it was just, hey, I like this, and this is I like this, and this is me. And I really am excited. But we're going to get to that in just a moment. I want to give 2 quick programming notes. Number 1, this coming Thursday, I'll be live on X and Twitch. Here and here, not YouTube. I'll be live on X and Twitch with Mister Fusion, and we will be watching Sleeping Princess and Devil's Castle live, a watch party. That's Lance's favorite movie, and it's the most underrated of all Dragon Ball movies. In fact, it's the first Dragon Ball movie that was done with the in-house Funimation crew, and it was before Stephanie Nadolny got hired to play Goku. It was before that. There was a very brief time before they started working on the Frieza saga where Stephanie was not there. And this is that time period. We're going to watch a sub, though. That'll be live on both of those platforms, so look forward to that. Plus, that same day, I have a very important video coming out, the importance of the original Dragon Ball anime, the most important part of Dragon Ball. So it should be a really good time. Let me get to this question. So I get this question a lot, and I'm going to answer it now, and then I'm going to bring my guest on. Speaking of Kwame, why hasn't he been on SMS stream yet? Because he doesn't want to be on camera. And that's the truth. I've asked him multiple times. I talked to him last night. He just does not want to be on camera. He's not comfortable with it. I'm not going to force him. Him and I are still going to collab, but it'll be videos where you don't see our face. Anyways, let me go ahead and bring our guest up. Longtime YouTuber, traveler of the world, lifelong Dragon Ball fan. Please welcome SSJ Goshen 4. Yo.
Hey, I'm so glad to be here and part of the show. Thanks for having me. I feel like it's been a long time coming.
It has. You were on this channel like years ago. I did an interview, I believe, ages ago, and I actually wanted to bring you back during Daima, and there's a few reasons why. Obviously, one would be the GT tie-in, because we're going to talk about on this stream, your favorite character is Pan, which is very unique.
Yes. And that's my favorite character. Yes.
Hey, I don't have a problem with that. Right. And she's a big part of GT, but of course, Daima took a lot of things from GT. And the big shocker is that after 15 years, our dear, close, personal, long time friend, it's hard to say that, Stephanie Nadolny returned to Dragon Ball. What a comeback story that was, yo.
Yes.
With respect to her, she was like left for dead, not literally, but she was like bailed, and then she made this it's you would have never believed it.
I never saw it coming. I really never saw it coming.
No. I didn't either. And it's funny because, and I've talked about this before, she never even told me anything. I found the reason why I found out that she was back. I will tell everybody this because it doesn't even matter anymore. Is because I have friends that work for Crunchyroll Funimation, and they saw her at Crunchyroll. Now she has been at Crunchyroll / Funimation in 15 years. So let's use our brains for a minute here. Deductive reasoning. There's a new series coming out where Goku becomes a kid again, and the voice of Kid Goku is at Funimation.
What does that tell you? And like that was so incredible to see her come back. Let me tell you, I was so happy for her. Uh, I
Me too.
couldn't believe it. Like I was like emotional about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's back. 15 years. And from my conversations with her, she was just so ecstatic. Goku and Gohan really mean so much to her, like in her personal life. So it was so great to see that iconic voice that we all knew and loved come back. It was incredible.
Hey, I've always said that I like her Kid Goku more than her Kid Gohan.
I agree.
I just think she nailed it. But the thing is, I remember when I found out, I straight up asked her, which I knew she wasn't going to give me the truth, which is fine. She signed an NDA. Yeah,
I asked too, and she wouldn't tell me either.
Oh, she didn't. Okay,
she didn't even tell me.
I really thought that she did tell you. I really did. And so I go, is it true? I go, is it true that you're playing? I know I said I heard from a bird today that you're back playing Goku, and I had a feeling it was going to happen. And I heard it's going to be Jonathan Rigg as the director. Actually, I wrote Riggs, and she goes, Riggs. I'm like, I'm sorry, I mean Rigg. And then she's like, well, I might have auditioned, but we'll see what happens.
That's exactly what she told me. The same thing, the same story.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure she auditioned just to see if she can do it again. Okay, she's fine. Let's bring her on. Because I knew from someone else that Rigg wanted her because he was the director of this series. It was the first Dragon Ball project, and I don't know how long that was not done at Okatron. I guess Toei wanted to, yeah. And we can't predict Toei. We'll be here all day trying to figure them out. But that was, yeah, that was great. She got to come back. It was tremendous. And I know you were supporting her. You and her, like I've been trying to get her on. She travels a lot. You travel a lot. Yeah. The reason why this stream is called Cons and Collecting is because I feel like it's more, we're going to talk more than that, but I think that's what you're known for. So like, I want to ask you going all the way back to the beginning. You started on YouTube in what, 2011, like maybe before then, right? 2008?
Yeah, so I started on YouTube actually, to be technical, was 2006. So that's when I first made SS Goshen 4 without the J. And like you said prior, that it was literally just posting whatever you wanted to. It was even before they had
thumbnails, right?
Right, before any of that, before there was copyright striking for anything. It was a free for all back then. So it was. I don't even remember. I think I discovered YouTube just by trying to look for AMVs back in the day. And I was about 13 at the time. And then I was looking at AMVs on YouTube. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I used to make AMVs as a kid too. So I uploaded some AMVs and I finally made my first on-camera video where at the time, I was like, oh yeah, come look at my channel. I'm having music videos. I think I have that clip actually. If you look back on my YouTube channel, I have like that little vlog when I was 13.
I think I watched it before you came on the last time. I remember that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So and then it wasn't until 2008 when I started making Dragon Ball content with my figures.
Right. Yes. And YouTube was, like you said, was the Wild West back then. I remember even up until like 2013, I remember they had every episode of Dragon Ball in Spanish. They had another guy had the dub, and then one day they're all gone. No, the one that used to irk me is when the Renaissance happened in 2015 and we had, I came in and a lot of other people came in around that time. we were getting copyright strikes and copyright claims. Meanwhile, there's full Dragon Ball movies on YouTube that Toei doesn't even touch.
I remember that. It's great. I used to watch anime on YouTube because they would literally have full episodes. Actually, at the time, there was a 10-minute limit like for upload, so
Part
you would watch it
one,
in
part
parts.
two.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So it was literally the Wild Wild West. But it's so nice to have that experience of being on YouTube in the early days because it's like you can't. It's something to just tell the story, but to actually like experience that era of YouTube, like I think it's really, really awesome, and it wasn't so commercialized. You just, I like this, and you turn on the camera, just freely talk. There was no editing. It's okay to stumble and say ums, and it was great. It was great. I loved it.
It's just funny because people have referred to myself as an OG and then Quaman and Blackfist, and I'm like, no, if we're the New Testament, you're like Moses. And I say that with respect, because you are younger than me age-wise, but you started before me. I don't even know if I would have ever had the balls to make a video at 13 with my face. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true. Honestly, like I don't know. I just was like, let me just try it. What do I have to lose? Also, I was 13. I was a kid, so I was like, I didn't really have those ideas of like, embarrassment, I guess. So, but my love for content creation or making videos started at about like 9 years old when I had got my first camera. And I used to do stop motion videos with that camera with my Dragon Ball action figures, which I probably still have some of those videos on my channel somewhere. But so that's how it started. And I would upload those to YouTube and everything. Um, even before uploading them, I just had them for myself, literally to just show like my friends that would come over. And then once I had a platform to upload them, I did upload them. But it's so like crazy to see myself grow up also, because I literally have a timeline of my life, like basically on my channel.
I was actually gonna say that, like you can see we're witnessing. It's almost like that movie Boyhood,
Hmm.
except you're and everything but a boy. You're witnessing a human being like going through puberty, not like literally, but like getting growing, and then bam, you're a woman. It was like the opposite for me in the sense of I shrunk when I first got on camera. I was a big chubby lard ass. Now I've lost a bunch of weight, which I'm happy about. You just grew bigger, not like in a chubby way. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
grew up. I shrank. So, but either way, yeah. And that's the thing about YouTube is there's kids that are coming in that start even younger than you, who
Yeah.
are in 10, 15 years are like going to be our age or your age or whomever's age. And you're going to be able to go back to their videos and see them like it's almost like a new way of having like a family, like, like obviously like when I was a kid, that we're both Latina and Latina, and my family had my first birthday, my communion. We had tapes of everything.
Right.
All that stuff can be put on YouTube now. Like people's whole lives, like, oh, let's watch a video of me getting my bar mitzvah or my baptism. You know what I mean? It's all there.
Literally, yeah. And now, like for our like memories, we literally have to like convert it to put it on the computer to put it on YouTube. But for these kids, it's just easy upload. It's up there. There you go
It's
for
2
everybody.
seconds. Dude, they don't even realize how lucky they have it because I think you and I talked about this a little bit a while ago. We in order for us to find Dragon Ball was crazy. Like because even back then
Yeah.
nobody had every episode. Like you couldn't. We had to wait for either the dub or for somebody to have a tape that had the fan sub or watch it in Spanish or wait for Funimation to get the rights to whatever. And so it just took so long, even though in Japan it was longer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like now it's so readily available. Just okay, straight Crunchyroll. That's it. It for us, we had to search for the tapes. I remember when I was a kid having to go and tell my parents to buy the VHS tapes to I remember actually telling my mom when we went to a local comic shop, they had the GT episodes.
Oh
Um
no.
yeah, that were Japanese that were taken from the TV and with the crappy subtitles. and I begged my mom to get them because it was before we ever saw anything of GT in the US, before it was dubbed over. And she did not want to get it for me because they were like $30 per tape, and they were just like, recorded from the TV in horrible quality, but it were $30 for
It
a
was the only way.
yeah, it was the only way. So that's why they could kind of charge what they wanted for it. And back in what, 2000, $30, how much is that, Like, it's crazy.
It was way too much. I mean, but think
Yeah.
about it. Even at Suncoast, they would sell, and of course, Suncoast is notoriously expensive. They would sell those Dragon
Yes.
Ball Z tapes, 3 episodes a pop for $25. Like, come on.
Yeah. Actually, I used to buy some of my Dragon Ball GT DVDs at Sam Goody, and they would charge like 30, $40 for a DVD, but my dad would buy it for
3
me.
episodes. And you're talking about like frustration, activation, like those.
Yes, those. Like
Funimation's
3
so weird
episodes.
sometimes. Right, 3 or maybe 4 if you got lucky.
Maybe, exactly.
Yeah.
Those titles, I'm like, how did they come up with the titles for each DVD?
I'll give them credit. It was a clever gimmick. I'll give them
It
credit for that.
was.
But that step into the Grand Tour rap, like, you know what I mean? Like when I see that, and I make fun of like Funimation on my Twitch streams on Saturday because the dub, and you and I have been so blessed enough to actually meet a lot of these actors, and they're all good people. It's
Yeah.
not even their fault, but the script, especially for a purist like me, I've talked to Elise on the phone and I've been like, listen, I've never had an issue with your pan, but the GT script, well, what's wrong with it? Goku is a Captain Planet environmentalist telling Omega Shenron, you can't destroy the leaves and the trees, and that none of that's in the Japanese.
Those speeches that they would just put in, it's like it's so different. Even though like I know there's people that really love like that Superman like Goku. And I
Captain
understand.
Planet in GT.
Yeah, in GT, and like, and I get it because you have a nostalgia for it, and I understand, but it's interesting and kind of it's crazy how different the Japanese like original script is.
Well,
It really is.
one week ago on this show, I had NFL star Mike Daniels, and we spent the entire stream talking about the dub. I'm not going to go into it now again, but we showed clips of the dub with the Japanese subtitles on, and we showed examples. So if y'all want to see what we're talking about, definitely do that. But Goshen, I was so happy. I remember texting Nadomi once everything was public and all, and I was like, you're finally gonna get to do Dragon Ball with a good script.
Yes.
Because Daima, and I've seen people argue, and there are some things that Daima took liberties with, nowhere near as crazy as the old stuff. But I was like, Jonathan Rigg is a real fan. It's a new opportunity, and it was I loved it. And then I remember when Super Saiyan 4 aired, and I sent her the clip. I'm like, you're probably going to be recording this soon. And she was like, oh, and it was like this, when Nebot gives him the magic. And
yeah,
I got to ask you, okay, as somebody who you're one of the few fans, and this is not a bad thing, who doesn't hate GT. I don't hate GT either.
I really don't.
Right. It's got problems. Everybody can acknowledge. And the problem is that it's following Z, and Z was so great and everything. It's got issues, but it's got some good stuff too. What was and I think you may have done a video on this, but what was your reaction when you first saw Super Saiyan 4? Did you already know it was coming? I was just curious about just that with episode 18 with Neba and then you see his fur grow out. And
yeah, I tried to avoid any spoilers, so I did not know it was coming. And I do have a video of me like reacting, but I screamed because Super Saiyan 4 is my favorite transformation of all time. And I like how they changed the design of Super Saiyan 4. My personal opinion, I do like the GT design more so, but
a lot of people say that.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just something about, the pink fur, I love it, but it could be nostalgia purposes also, but I really enjoy what they did in Daima. I liked how he has like the bigger like hands, almost like more ape-like.
Like a monkey. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and I just to see Super Saiyan 4 acknowledged, to be honest, it was incredible. I'm like, I can't believe this is happening right now. I was in shock, and
And
super ecstatic.
then there's of course the and one more bonus. You know, the remember that it's basically, and we talked about this when it happened. It was an Easter egg tribute to the Majin Buu scene where he goes over all the forms.
Yes,
Same thing, yeah. Except he's
literally.
like, and one more bonus, and then you know, oh. So I did put a poll in the chat. I want y'all to vote visually. Which version of Super Saiyan 4 do you like more? We're talking about purely visually, not like how he became Super Saiyan 4, because obviously it's two different methods. I remember people were
Right.
asking me like, hey, where's Golden Great Ape? And it's like, it wasn't in Daima. You know, GT had the first Elder Kai pulled out Goku's tail with that like the juice.
Giant, yeah,
the giant
the
pliers,
giant, yeah, the pliers,
which looked painful. And then he looked at the earth. He had the blood waves, blah 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 blah. And then you know Pan cries out to him, and then he controls himself and mutates into SS4. I think it was beautiful. Daima was cool in that, like, okay, it's just here. I'm gonna unlock your. I'm gonna use magic to mutate you, and it was. I love the way that like the camera zoomed in and you saw the little cells in Goku's body mutate. That was such a beautiful. But I still think, my opinion. Don't copy me. The GT one's a little bit more interesting. Yeah,
I feel like it's just it's more like emotional, you know, just the whole scene and how you see him kind of like in his bare state and turn into what is Super Saiyan 4. I just love that. Like it's amazing. The animation even there.
It's beautiful. And I've said before that Golden Great Ape is my favorite form. And it is. Like it is my favorite form.
Really?
It's
wow.
Yeah, it's so like nobody really talks about it because
They don't.
like it goes back to that scene where Vegeta is talking about the legendary Super Saiyan on Namek, and you see an ape there. That wasn't in the manga. I mean, he talked about it, but like the ape was implied to be gold. So when I see GT, it's like, okay, this is the real legendary Super Saiyan, this Golden Great Ape, because they can already become apes. That all made sense. What sucked, and I've been saying this for decades now, one of the things that Dragon Ball never gave us to this day is two apes fighting each other.
That's so true. That would be awesome. That would be a badass fight. Like I would love to see it.
Saying.
I would love to see it.
And it's fucked up because Goku gets it and then he shrinks down to SS4. Then baby Vegeta gets it. And it's like they're like 2 episodes away from like having an 8%.
I know. Literally. That would have been great. That would have been great for GT, honestly.
We've never seen it to this day. I hope.
How come? Let's do it. Make it happen.
I hope, and this is just wishful thinking. It's probably not going to happen. I hope that they figure out some way to where like Universe 6 Saiyans can use like a modified Golden Great Ape. That way you bring that back, but just for them, and we see it there someday. But we've been talking about going back to Universe 6 since Super ended. So yeah.
But it's interesting how like a lot of people were like comparing GT and Daima a lot because of the adventure aspect to it, and I enjoyed that, and Super Saiyan 4 of course, but like I really love the event. See, a lot of people talk crap about the first 13 episodes of GT, but I actually liked it. Like I actually enjoyed it. I know it's like a not as much action as what people wanted, but I like that whenever they go on adventures, I
exploration.
And yeah, exactly.
And I think that's why I like original Dragon Ball too, because like by the time you get to the end of original Dragon Ball, the whole Earth has been pretty much explored. So that's when it's like, here come the aliens. And we have the Saiyans and Frieza and so on and so forth. But the Earth's pretty much already been explored. GT went to the next level, like let's explore the whole universe. I think we've everybody's I haven't really made a full review of GT, but I think they could have made it better. I understand why they didn't, but let me ask you this. How did you feel? Because this is also controversial about the way that Toriyama I want to say retconned, but I'm going to go a step further, recreated the demon realm. Now, the demon realm existed before the multiverse. Now, Namekians and Glins are confirmed to be from there. There's 3 layers. What'd you think? I mean, there was shit that was revealed in Daima that I was like, since when?
I know, and I'm like, there's like so much lore, I guess you would say, in like Daima, and I'm like, what? Wait, and even like the little things like
I
the
messed up on the poll, y'all. I'll redo it. I'm sorry. I wrote the wrong thing. Go ahead. I'll fix it.
No, like even like with the Patara earrings and like the with Supreme Kai and Kibito and
Yeah.
how they like unfused. It wasn't that like I'm like I'm always trying to understand that. I know they said like they went into Boo and like his gases or whatever, but I thought there were what is there like a run around like cheat now? Like
There is an explanation, and I need to do a video about it because this, and I've talked about it on here before, but I'll tell you, it doesn't matter because I want people to know. So this is where things get really weird. Okay, if you go back, and I can send this to you if you want to see it. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Ooh,
Because I want to show you this, and I want to show everybody else this, right? Because this is I discovered this about a year ago, didn't make a video on it, but I think it needs to be discussed. Because that's a very logical question. Why are there 2 different ways that Kibito and Kai unfused? Because they did it in Universe 6. Oh yeah, we used the Dragon Balls to unfuse. Fine. But wait, let me show you here. See if I can find it. Okay. I think I found it. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. Now we're going back. You'll see this in just a moment here. We are going back to 2013. Some people in the chat are already talking about it. I'm going to show it off once again. All right, so check this out. So in 2013, this is Akira Toriyama's poster for Battle of Gods. 2013, before Daima, there are 2 things here that are very important to note. Number 1, Trunks has blue hair. Toriyama at some point, God knows why, chose to give Trunks blue hair, and that's Kid Trunks. He didn't have it in the movie. Why? Because in the movie, Tadayoshi Yamamuro's designs were used, not Toriyama's. That's one big thing. Number 2, if you look there behind Dr. Brief, we see the unfused Supreme Kai. And it's like, wait a minute. So you're telling me that by the time Beerus shows up, the Supreme Kai's already been unfused? Toriyama always had him unfused before Super even started. But when Super started and Battle of Gods, I guess the creators didn't know. He didn't tell them. So they just assumed that he was still fused. Isn't that the wildest thing?
That is crazy.
It's right there.
Literally.
I don't even have to prove it. It's not even like it's right there. And that's why when it comes to canon, it gets really confusing because
it really does. Yeah.
We don't know what was in that man's head. You know?
That's why it's like with the whole subject on canon, I don't even like to discuss it anymore because it's just like it gets so convoluted sometimes.
It is. And that's the thing that's crazy is that like I actually have that poster in the other room, and I didn't even like realize, like, wait a minute, he was already unfused by the time that Beerus came to Earth, but in the movie he wasn't. What I want to know, here's the thing that's weird is why didn't Toriyama, because Toriyama saw the movie after it was made, why didn't he just tell him, hey, this is a mistake?
I don't know, because he knew, so why didn't he mention that? Who knows? Sometimes it's like you don't even question. It's just like
I hope that Dragon Ball Super Beerus can fix this. I don't know if they will. Yeah. I'll tell you this: people do get really, really confused about how much Toriyama was involved. Like what people don't understand, and this is not, I'm not blaming them, but you know, there's misinformation. Akira Toriyama was a manga artist and a writer. He wasn't an animator, and he didn't work on Dragon Ball Z or GT. Yes, there are things he did for them, like design some filler characters and backstory stuff, but he wasn't at Toei Studios looking at every script. Yes, 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 yes. So that's why there's weird filler. It doesn't make sense. You've got characters that are, you know, the original Dragon Ball, when they tell the story of the origin of the Dragon Balls, they were like, oh, it's one giant ball that was cut down into 7, right? And that was nowhere. Like, Toriyama never said. They just made it up. Yeah.
It's crazy how some things get like end up being that way because of not saying something, or like him obviously not being fully there when they're doing the anime. But yeah, there's a lot of like questions where people start like trying to dig deep into what the reason is, and then sometimes it's just like that. You know, there's not really a deeper meaning to it. It's just it is.
Yeah. He just like he was, and he admitted it in a recent interview before he passed away. He's like, I'll be honest, I didn't really watch the anime. You know, I didn't. Yeah, I was too busy. I mean, I was too busy doing the manga. I don't know. See, everyone's different, because like if it were me, maybe you or other people, if I wrote a manga or like a comic book and they were making it into a movie, I would want to know everything. I want to know, what you're changing, who's playing who. Like, I'm not saying I have to be the boss of everything, but I would want to know. Toriyama doesn't give a damn, dude. He doesn't care.
He was like, yeah, it's fine. Just you're doing it well. Okay, just don't screw it up too much.
Yeah.
Literally.
Trenton's right what he says here.
I was going to say the same thing. From his comment, he was the most involved in Daima. Yeah.
Yeah, and both myself and Anime AJ, I think I gave it away before he did, that Toriyama was actually looking at scripts and checking them off. He had never done that before. What shocked me was the fact that, and I don't know how, did you follow the story that came out after he died, that he only wrote half of Daima, and then they were working on the show and only had half the story done, and then he turned in the second half later?
I actually did not know that fact. That's funny.
Akio, yeah, okay. So if you ever, and it's going to be tough because you don't speak Japanese and I don't either, but on the Japanese Blu-ray of Daima, episode 1 and episode 20, it's like a commentary track with like Akio, Aya Komaki, all these people. And they're like, yeah, Toriyama Sensei turned in half the script. We started working on it, had no idea what was going to happen. And then when that came out, I was like, that's it. That's why the fusion bugs were never used. He probably forgot. He probably forgot he even came up with them.
And that's a thing that he does. But and that's like, I feel like a gripe with a lot of people too. It's like, how come, you know, that they were never used? They were like talked about, but nothing happened. And like, I think we all kind of wanted something to happen with them, but
I did. But the crazy thing was, I don't know if you saw this, people were blaming me. They were like, oh, you told us there were going to be fusion bugs. I'm like, bro, it's logical. You tease something in episode whatever and you pay it off later. And we didn't get it.
We didn't get it.
But that makes sense that Toriyama wrote the second half probably like maybe months later, because we know he wrote the first half at least in 2022, because that's when production started. They had all the sheets and everything. But the second half, it makes you wonder, like, if he, like, this is something we're never going to get the answer to. When he decided, okay, this is how I want Super Saiyan 4 to be. We know that, like, Akio's the one that pushed for it. There's a lot of questions, unfortunately, with his passing that we're never going to get the answers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gone. It's gone. And I hate it. And now people are saying, oh, well, they would say, oh, well, now that Toyotaro's in charge, can we really consider the future of Dragon Ball? They use the word canon or whatever. And that's a good question, because a different guy now.
Exactly. Because didn't he say that, like, in his opinion, everything is kind of like canon to him?
That's what Toyotaro said.
Yeah, Toyotaro.
But the reason why he said that's because as I've said a million times, the Japanese don't give a shit about canon. They don't even know what the word means. Somebody asked Torishima, and he's like, "What does that word mean?"
so funny.
And they
So
were
it's
like,
like,
"Oh,
huh?
it means the true story." And then yeah, Torishima was like, "Oh, well, that's the manga." Yeah, you know. But then you've got other things, you know. Anyways, we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
We got questions. I'm gonna see
Okay,
if we can
cool.
get them here. Thank you, Pedro. Thank you, Quantum. I'm gonna ask you about cons and collecting in just a minute, but let
Oh,
me get
yes,
these out
sure,
of the
sure.
way. Okay, go on a crunch. Sub Danny, I've been rewatching OG Dragon Ball from the beginning with Seed of Might sub. I'm only
Teammate is awesome,
one.
by the way.
Yes, they've saved the fandom. I am gonna tell Masaki Sato about them. I was so happy. I was so happy the other day. I don't know if it happened on X, so maybe you didn't see it. I wished Masaki Sato a happy birthday, and he actually was thankful. And then
Oh, that's awesome.
he's a Cobra Kai fan. For those who don't know who Masaki Sato is, he is one of the greatest animators in the history of Dragon Ball Z. Over 8,000 power up with Goku. The
Mhm.
Super Saiyan Goku transformation on Namek, that was Masaki Sato.
Yeah.
That right there is Hall of Fame. That one
Exactly.
scene right there is, you know what I mean?
I think his animation style is my favorite, to be honest.
He's up there. He's
Yeah.
Maeda my number one, but Nakatsuru and Sato worked under Maeda, and
Mm.
Nakatsuru talked about this too. Like, oh, he's so thankful for Maeda teaching him all the things so those are my boys. But he was so cool, and I want to show him what Seed of Might did because it's funny. The Japanese companies are really hard asses about copyright, but the Japanese animators and artists could not give a shit less, dude. I remember Kamehacon 1. Mastar Media was there with Ryo Horikawa. He was getting a bunch of shit from fans for Anime War, the tracing, and all that. I'm not going to get into it. I have no beef with Mastar. There's no issue with me, but he was getting shit at the time. He shows Ryo Horikawa, and Horikawa's like, "Oh, that's cool. That's awesome." They don't fucking care if it's, they don't care. Like, you know, but the companies, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So he says,
That's
I'm only 21
funny.
episodes, and the amount of changes in the dub make me sick. Thanks for sticking up for the sub. So good. Love you, man. OG Dragon Ball was not as bad. What most of the censorship there was like sex jokes and things of that
Mhm.
nature. Bulma's nipples were edited out, Goku's dick. That's stuff that I get it.
Yeah.
It
That makes
works in
sense.
Japan. Yeah. Bob Zor. YouTube used to have Faces of Death videos. Yes, they did. Do you know what Faces of Death is?
Faces of Death? I don't think so. What is it?
So there were these like VHS tapes in the 90s. It was the Faces of Death series. It was these movies that were showing like real deaths. Now, I say real deaths because some of them were fake and some of them were real. So, like, for example, they would show a boxer like dying in the ring, like real footage of the guy gets knocked out and he ends up being declared dead later. These were like taboo because you couldn't get them at like Blockbuster. You had to go to like the underground, like the mom and pop shops. And
Oh.
yeah, and like in one of the other series called Traces of Death, they actually show like a sex change operation, really, you know, graphic stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really graphic.
I never heard of them, or I never stumbled upon them either. So.
If you look up, if you go to, let me see, I'm gonna Faces of Death movies. Yeah, if you look it up on Google, you'll get like the covers and everything. It's a horror movie, but some of it's real, some of it's not. It was one of those things where like, don't let mom and dad know you've got this tape that shows people really dying. There's a guy that got eaten by an alligator. There's a guy who fell off a building. Some of it was real, some of it wasn't.
Well, now I'm
So
curious. Now I'm curious.
we all were too back then. Wisco Dippers. Hey, Danny, just want to thank you for everything that you do for me and the community. I just wondering about how your health and what the future of Dragon Ball and what is the future of Gita 101. That's a loaded question. Number one, I'm fine. Number two, I'm not going anywhere. Number three, we know the future of Dragon Ball because it was announced. The Dragon Ball Super remake and followed directly by Galactic Patrol, which is Moro. So after that, I guess granola. I guess superhero.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a controversial question right now. I kind of wanted to ask you off air, and if you don't want to answer it, that's fine.
Okay.
The fact that Elise did not play Pan in Superhero. That bothered me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It did too.
It bothered me.
Oh my goodness, it really did. Because I was expecting it and it didn't happen. And I remember speaking to Elise about it, and she was like, I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna keep me as GT Pan. I have no idea. But yeah, it upset me too because I was looking forward to it. I'm like, yes. I mean,
I was looking forward to Pan being put in the mainstream again because it had been a long time since Pan had done anything except for the baby flying in Super, and now she's actually going to fight people and do shit in Superhero. And the thing is that GT thing is such a bullshit excuse because Pan, I'm sorry, Elise played Pan. Elise voiced Pan in the End of Z
she
for
did.
Kai and for Z at those last 3 episodes.
She did. Yes.
And
that's
she's
why I was confused.
and she's closer in age to GT or to End of Z Pan now than she was when it was when she was a baby. So yeah, that
Yeah, I mean, Janine did a good job, but
yeah, she
no
did.
Elise. But yes, she did do a good job. I mean, but I was like, oh, why? And I hope. I mean, we'll see. I would love her to come back and do Pan. Like I know she's still doing it for like anything GT. I know she's still doing it like in the
Forever.
games
The
and everything.
games.
So I don't know. I don't know why. I never understood that like decision, you know.
Yeah, there's something going on. But the and that what makes me even more sad is I remember when the trailer dropped for Superhero and Elise was actually I think on a road trip with her wife or with her husband and her kid, and I texted her and I'm like, Pan's in the new movie and she's grown up enough so you can voice her. And she pulled over and we were talking about like how her booths are about to get bigger because Pan's back in people's like they're gonna want her to autograph the Superhero DVD, like when a character comes back, hey, my lines are gonna get longer. It's life-changing. And then it didn't happen, and it was like pissed me off, to be honest with you.
And I know I know she was upset about like she was hurt, and I know because Pan is again such a significant character to her. It's what really started her career in voice acting. So
why is Pan your favorite character? I have to ask now before we move on to more. We do have more questions, but I'm gonna hit you with that first.
Yeah, a lot of people wonder why, because I would say I think I have the largest Pan collection. I'm gonna say that. It's unofficial, but I am claiming that title. I have the largest collection of Pan memorabilia. I've never seen anyone that has more than me, but
I believe
why
it.
I love Pan. Why I love Pan because when GT was coming out in the US, I think I was about the same age as Pan, like 9, 10 years old. And just something about seeing a young female strong character that was my age, that was also a tomboy because I was as well, and just being able to keep her own with the other guys and wanting adventure and not letting anyone stand in her way. I know people kind of like take it as like, oh, she's annoying, she like is a brat or whatever, but I never looked at it that way. I looked at it kind of like, well, she's like this badass little girl. Like she just wants to have adventure and fight too. And so I always looked up to that. And she was my favorite ever since I was like 9 years old. And then I've grown such a attachment to that character. I have her tattooed on my back.
The
And
first time I met you were cosplaying as Pan at
yeah.
MegaCon Orlando.
Yes. See, and I still do cosplay as her. And I think she was, my first Dragon Ball cosplay was Pan. And I think that was MegaCon 2012, even before
Orlando?
then. Yes, and 2012 was the first time I ever cosplayed as Pan.
Big ass
But
convention.
yeah, and it was big then. So now it's like huge. But yeah, so it's just very sentimental to me as far as like I looked up to her, growing up as a kid.
I just remember, I think you were with us when we went to a panel and it was like Sean, Chris, I don't remember who else. And I remember at that panel, Oh man, this girl got up. I think you were with us because I actually had this recorded somewhere, and she asked Sean the question, "What do you think about
Maybe.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged and
I
Team
think
Four
so.
Star?" And then we were like, "No!" I remember I was like, "No!" Like
Yeah.
I was like, "Fire in the hole!"
I mean, I
Uh,
feel like that's happened like multiple times when I've seen him at conventions at a panel. Like I think that time and like another time at like Holiday Matsuri in 2015, somebody asked him that too.
oh, he gets that all the time, and he hates it. He hates that
Yeah,
question. It's like
it's a
I've
very
answered this a
triggering,
million times.
very triggering question. But now I feel like people who say it are like trying to rage bait him.
You had to have been there because I think you were the one that saved us the seat in the front, or no, maybe the second row. You had to have
I
been
think
there.
so. I
This
think
is
so.
we're going back 10 years,
I
dude.
know, I'm trying to remember. I almost
Yeah.
like it's such a vague memory, but I think so. Pretty sure. I
Yeah.
was yeah,
And that
but
I remember that. And that question, I just remember like thinking, I remember, in fact, I remember even telling Quinn, and I think I told you, I was like, if somebody asks him about Team Four Star and it fucking like, no, what are you doing? We didn't even know that girl. Those were good times. Look,
yeah,
I'm not big on conventions. I'll be honest, because a lot of them are cons, overpriced everything. I'm not really big into
true.
autograph stuff, but if there's a good one, I can make it. If you go with friends, it's a great time.
It's true.
What is it about conventions that I guess draws, because you go to more than anybody I know. What is it about conventions that draws you into them? Is it the cosplay? Is it the merchandise opportunity since you have a collection? What is it about them that is like draws you to go into them frequently?
Yeah, so my very first convention ever was in 2006, and I didn't even know anything about conventions. I didn't know they existed. It wasn't until my dad saw it, I think, in the newspaper that there was a convention happening nearby for anime, and he was like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." There was voice actors there. Didn't know you can go and meet them, and uh, at the time, I thought there was only like uh what's it called, the where they have the dealer's room. I thought it was just the dealer's room where they sell all the merchandise and meeting voice actors. I didn't know there was more to conventions at that time. So I remember my first con, I just walked around, looked at merchandise, and like that was it.
Well, they did evolve since then. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
definitely. But that's what I thought they were originally. And then after going year after year really to conventions and meeting people like that you would have never met otherwise, like not just like voice actors but like people in the community. I think that's really cool and rewarding because it's almost like a just like a big gathering of either new people that you meet or just old friends. And the cosplay is awesome, showing like the creativity of what people make. I don't make my own cosplay, but just you don't have to make your own cosplay to like be amazing at cosplaying, I
There's
think.
some big ones. There's some that look the my favorite are the ones that look more like Dragon Ball characters than Evolution. Some kid, some kid in his garage did a better looking Piccolo and Goku than fucking Hollywood did. That always makes
That
me
is
laugh.
wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like that is an incredible thing to see the determination that people have, the dedication to making these cosplays come to life. So I've judged a few cosplay contests, so it's pretty neat when I have to, ask them questions like how long did this take you? What supplies did you use to make this? And they literally, some like little kids, like 10 years old, pick up pieces in their garage and just make a cosplay, and it's so neat. So that's really cool. And then, in the beginning, it was just me going to cons for fun, but now as my content has evolved and my presence on social media, I've been invited as a guest to most cons. I feel like I go to cons more as a guest now than just for
There you
fun.
go. There you
So
go.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. And like what I do at my table is I show off some merchandise from my
That you've bought.
collection.
throughout the
Ye
years.
yes, and then I'll also bring doubles in case some people wanna purchase, like, rare vintage stuff that you don't see every day. I also have prints and stuff, so it's just super cool to have people come to my table to even wanna meet me, because even that is crazy to me. I'm like, "You wanna meet me?" I still think like that. I'm like, "Oh, wow, you know me? Wow, that's crazy." Like, I'm still, like, always shocked when someone, comes up to me and says they've been watching my videos for a long time, you know?
You've been
It's wild.
around a long time. I mean, that's
Yeah.
it's weird. Like for me, it's weird like it was weird at first, right?
Mhm.
Like I'll give you an example. There's a dude, I have Jersey Mike's near me, and I walk in, right? This is like a year ago, and the dude there, like he sees me and he's like, "Oh, I didn't think I'd see you here." And I was like, and he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, who am I? I just want a sandwich." So he gave me my sandwich, right? Whatever. I go back a few months later. He gives me my sandwich. Like, thanks for all the hard work you do. And I knew, like in the
Wow.
back of my head, like I knew that he knew me, but I didn't want to like make a scene out of it. I don't want to be that guy who's like, "Oh yeah,
Right.
what's your favorite video?" Like
Of
it's,
course.
I don't want to be that guy,
Yeah, I've never been like that either. It's like I'm always super humble about it because I'm like, I still can't believe that someone even recognizes me, you know? Like, I think, when I was in Jersey, like, maybe a year or 2, I went to the mall just buying some clothes for my job, and I'm checking out, and the guy's like, "Oh, what's your email?" And I say, "Goshen," and he was like, "Wait, you're Goshen,
So
Goshen?"
he put two and two together because probably you look different than you used to. Oh wait,
Yeah.
now I recognize you.
Yeah, and he was like, "Can I take a selfie?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, of course." So it's things like that is still so surreal to me, like, I still just can't believe when it does happen. So yeah, it's awesome, like, the journey of it all.
I had a crash and burn moment like that when I first met Derek at CommandCon 1. We walk in, I shake his hands. "Hey, Danny, nice to meet you." I was like, "Thanks. Who are you?" He's like, "Derek." And I look, I'm like, "Oh," because he had a beard. And in all his pictures, he doesn't have a beard. So it took, okay. Like that is embarrassing. And I remember I have a similar story to you, but it was a crash and burn. Some fan or subscriber or whatever saw me at the Brandon Mall, and I was with Hale Zeon. This is like 2019.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, "Yo, geek, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Yeah, do you know who this is?" And they look and they're like, uh, Hale Zeon? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. And then we walk away and it's like, and Zion's like, "Please don't ever do that again." I was like, "I won't." That was not what I was expecting.
He's like, "I don't want that awkwardness again."
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
Thank you, Mecha J. And that's true. That's a fact. I don't want to get into that right now because I've talked to her about this a lot behind
Yeah.
the scenes. El
Yeah.
Nerdy Senpai. This is a guy who's like, I don't want to say he's the male version of you, but you and him have a lot in common. Have you met him before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, 'cause I think he's from
Hey.
Orlando, right?
Yeah, no, I have met him. He's been in one of my videos before.
There you go. Having Geekdom and SSJ Goshen on collab vid is a bucket list item for me. You should have asked me then. You both are amazing. Keep up the great work. I love you both. I love you too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That means so much to both of us. It really does.
If you love me so much, brother, then there's two things I need you to do for me. Number one, give me your workout plan because I want it. And number two, hook me up with your dear close personal friend Glenn Buterol. No, that one's a joke. I was implying he was on roids, but he's not. He's all natural. I won't tell. All right, Bob Zor. I stole the tapes from Sam Goody and still have the boxless tapes. Come on, man. You know what? I can't blame him. I can't blame
No
him.
way. Sam Goody. That was my place to get DVDs and VHS tapes.
It closed down over here, then they reopened it, but now it's even more expensive.
It's crazy. Like, how's FYE still going around? Because their movies were ridiculously priced too.
Oh, you know what? I got confused. They brought FYE back. Sam
FYE.
Goody's
Sam
been
Goody's been
gone.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Suncoast is gone. Blockbuster's gone. Hollywood Video's gone. Sam Goody's gone, but FYE's still around.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprisingly.
Amazon. Right. Junior says, "Hello, Goshen. What's another anime show you love second to Dragon Ball? And what's one collectible figurine you own? I guess he means you own that you really want to open." Those are a couple good questions. You have the floor.
Okay. So it's funny because my second favorite anime is something entirely different from Dragon Ball.
Is it Cobra Kai? That's
It's
my
how'd
second
you
favorite.
know? No, but okay. So it is. It was popular when it came out, and I would say it's um I guess what made the slice of life anime genre really popular, and that's Azumanga Daioh. And I don't know if you've ever heard of it or seen it, but it's really fun. And it's about a group of high school girls that go through life, but super comedic. It's entirely different from from Dragon Ball, but it puts me in such a good mood. It's so fun, and it's only 24 episodes. So if you're into like anything that
Is it like
puts
romantic type of
no,
thing?
it's not. It's not at all. There's no romance in it at all, actually. It's just fun and like they get into like crazy situations kind of. And uh the voice acting I think in English and Japanese is great, but I recommend the Japanese personally. But again, 24 episodes, fun, slice of life. And if you want something to put you in a good mood, you should watch it. Uh and then what's one collectible that I would want to open that I own? Ooh, there's a lot. I feel like because I do keep a lot of collectibles in the package. If I get it boxed, I don't open it. Unless it's one of those boxes that you can easily put back. But if it's like a blister card one, I don't even try. Um
Do you
that's a
have
hard
Frieza with the gun from like 99?
Yeah, I do. I do. They had all these weapons and they had like red Dragon Balls and stuff. It was wild.
Who the hell looked at that and said, "Yeah, this is a good idea. We'll give Frieza a gun."
They need accessories of some kind. It can't just be a figure.
It,
But
it can't just be that they can fire stuff out of their hands. No, like it's
but
yeah.
to answer that question, some of the Jax like Pacific figures that I have, like the Nova Shenron, that one's super cool, and I kind of wish I could open it and put it back, but I can't. Once it's open, it's open.
It's open.
Um, or the Omega Shenron versus Goku 2-pack. That one's awesome too, because I've never actually held one like in the flesh before. I've only seen it behind the plastic, so I would like to open those.
Are
Yeah.
you a big Temu AliExpress buyer? You know what I mean? Bootleg Chinese figures.
Yeah, I like bootlegs, but the ones from Temu, I don't care for that much because they are clearly just copy pasting like an original figure. Like I like the ones that look clearly bootleg and they look funny. Like those are the
I
ones that
remember
I
you
like.
you've posted. I think you had a whole video series about
I
these.
did. Yes, I still
Goku
have
with the
it.
bug eyes.
Yeah, like now on my Instagram, I do like hilarious figures, but not my own. I'll get some that I find online too. And I'll sprinkle them in there, and they're crazy. Some of these bootlegs, especially like in South America, they love to make them so weird looking, with like different colors. Like I've seen a skin like peach colored Piccolo figure.
That's so weird. Piccolo
It's
without his
so
makeup.
yeah, yeah,
Right.
literally. I've seen a Transformers Goku. I actually own that one.
That's kind of
It,
cool, actually.
it's super awesome. Like I would say it's considered a rare bootleg. So, but the Timu ones, like I don't really like those because those can actually fool you, you know, and I don't really care for them. But the ones
Mhm.
that just look wild and crazy.
What about the strategy where you buy the legitimate figure and you don't take it out of the box, but then you buy the bootleg figure to kind of not necessarily play with? I mean, we're all kids at heart, but I mean more so like, if you're doing stop motion movies or if you're like, if you like in my other room, I have them all like stacked next to each other, like a little display case. That's not a bad idea to do, but I'm with you. I mean, but my thing is, I've never had a problem with bootlegs as long as you don't try to bullshit me and tell me it's not a bootleg. You know what I mean? Just
Exactly.
be honest
Right.
about it. I
Yeah.
have plenty of them. In fact, here I'll show you one. This Akira Toriyama, it's a Tori bot with the green tracksuit and the red cape. I love this figure. I have it by my
I've
desk.
seen that one.
It's a bootleg, but it's fun. There's no
Looks
real
great.
one.
It looks great. I think that was actually taken from a resin, but it's also unofficial and fan made, the resin. So they just made like a cheaper version for for anyone to buy, which those are fine, I feel like too,
Yeah,
because they make it
because
affordable. I can't
we don't
afford a
even,
resin.
we don't even get enough Toriyama figures as it is.
Yeah, and the ones that are legit that they sell are worth so much money, especially now after his death. Like they skyrocketed. Like I remember I have this Tori bought too, like a little plushie. And I think I got it maybe for like $40. And like now it's like $140. You know, it's wild.
I remember you probably have no memory of this, but at MegaCon when we hung out in 2016,
2016, yeah.
there was a guy there that had the Akira Toriyama Toribot with the pencil, and I wanted it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, I have that one, and that's worth so much money now.
that's
But
the
it was
one
like
thing I'd steal from you.
yeah, and it was like fairly new at that time, so it was cheaper, like way cheaper then. I think that one came out like 2014 or something like that. So now that thing is like $200, I think, maybe more. I have no idea. Like I haven't checked.
That dude, that fucking figure was living rent free in my head because it was there on like Saturday. We went back Sunday. It wasn't there anymore. Somebody bought it. And I remember on the way back to Tampa, I was just thinking in my head, like, I should have got the damn figure. I should have just bought it. I should have. Well, it's
Have
okay.
those.
I'll find it again.
And then now look. Yeah, like that's happened to me so many times where I'm like, I regret not getting it. Actually, that happened to me with the San Diego Comic Con SH Figure Art Super Saiyan Goku from 2011. So they were selling it, funny enough, in Universal Studios. They had it in like a little shop that had anime merch too in the park. And I have it on video and everything where I'm filming it. And I'm like, oh, cool, the SH Figure Arts. This is when it just came out in 2011. I'm like filming. I'm like, it was $65 at the time. And for me, that was a lot, right? At that time. I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want to get it now. And now it's like worth what, $2,000? I'm like, that's one regret. I'm like, I should have gotten it then. No.
Right now, there's a situation like that, literally right now. And you've probably seen this already. I'm sure you have, but I'm going to show it for the people in the chat. This thing right here. So, for the special event they got going on, right? This is the manga colors
Yes.
Super Saiyan Goku. The white hair with the red eyes. If you have
Beautiful.
read, yes, if you have read the original manga in the original color pages, not the colored manga, Toriyama's original design for Super Saiyan was like a more of a whiter hair. It was still kind of yellowish with red eyes. It's out now, and apparently people have been lining up for this the night before and still getting sold out.
Yes. Actually, I'm going this weekend to the one here in Aventura Mall. So if you guys are in the area, feel free to say hi. I will be there. I literally took Friday off from my job to be waiting in line. I'm going, since actually my job is in Aventura, so it is perfect for me. I'm literally going after work to wait in line. So we're camping out.
You're camping out.
Yes, my fiance and I are going to be switching and have another friend who's going to be joining me as well. And we're just going to make it a whole event. And I'm going to be filming footage and taking interviews. I'm going to do all that while I'm over there. But I have to have it. It's beautiful. One, two, you know, I'm a collector. It's just I'm a sucker for it. I need it. So I will be for sure there. I don't know if I'll be honestly from other people that have told me that they've gone. They had said that they started waiting Thursday at like
No.
yes, Thursday at like 11 p.m. and there's people already in line. The first person that was in line for the Jersey American Dream event that just happened this past weekend, he got there Thursday at 6 p.m. and the mall opens Friday at 10.
And I mean, look, I know that there's already resellers on eBay that are charging like 250, 300 bucks for it. I get it, but that's a lot of time. You're devoting like 72 hours. This thing had better be valued massively in the future. It probably will be. See, what I'm going to do What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for the bootleg to come out from Japan. I'm just gonna get
Yeah.
from China. I'm just get the AliExpress one,
I
bro.
think there is one already. I think
Is
there
there?
is. I think I saw something that there is one already, like a bootleg, which I'm not surprised.
It's
And
like
I
ten
think the
bucks.
the Maniacal Fit already is announced their own version. So which they're like a third party, brand. So you can get one cheap if you wanted to.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: when it comes to like collecting, what when did you decide? Obviously, you got into the show when you were a kid. When did you like decide, like, okay, I because I know you did it before anybody else, like any of us. But when did you decide, like, okay, I want to this is what I want to collect? There were other options, obviously before our time. Transformers, GI Joes, He Man, Barbies. There's tons of figures out there and different stuff. Well, when was it that you decided, okay, I want to collect for Dragon Ball? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, I can remember the moment. So I've always loved, obviously, the action figures. Oh, I would make my own stories with them, my own episodes, and just back them against each other until they broke. But,
I did
um,
that with Ninja Turtles.
yeah, yeah. See, I'll never forget. There was one time I was fighting. I don't know. I think it was Goku and Broly, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna finish you up," and it broke into several pieces. I'm like,
You really
"Oops."
finished them off.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
happened. It
So I
happened.
I always loved the figures in general. So I think it was when I was, I think, like 10 years old, I would say. I went to Toys R Us, and I think it was one of the GT figures, the Jack Specific ones. And I got it. My parents said, "You can only get one figure." I got one. Don't remember exactly which figure it was, but I do remember looking at the package and thinking, "You know what? I don't know if I really want to take it out of this. It looks really cool and its package." And then that's where it started. Like literally at 10 years old, I just had a thought all of a sudden. You know what? It looks cool like this. I'll keep it this way. And then, yeah, now here I am.
See, your parents were actually not morons. My parents, I had the Ninja Turtle sewer playset, the Technodrome. I had the Batman Returns Batcave and the
I know.
Batmobile that split off into the Bat Missile. I had the Ghostbusters Firehouse with all four Ghostbusters and Ecto One. I had a lot of toys when I was a kid too.
Wow.
Some of these toys now are worth thousands. The Batman
She
Returns Batmobile is $250 now.
Man, they're gone, long gone, right? Yours.
My parents decided to give it to their friends who had younger kids because I was getting older.
Man, I may try to keep
Immigrant
mine.
dude, immigrant parents don't even understand. Like I mean, obviously, okay, look, obviously the toy market in the 90s is not what it is now, but these were really good toys. And I was so blessed as a kid to have them. And I want them again as an adult. Because when you're an adult, sometimes you want to. I'm not going to sit there and play with the Ghostbusters, but sometimes you want to look at them and like think about when life was so much easier, no bills, laying
100%.
around all day, coming up with your own shit, and they're gone. And if you
Yeah.
let's buy them again. Let's check Amazon. Oh, okay, it's $1,000. I don't think so.
It's crazy. Like, I would say my collection room is like my happy place. Right now, it's still a work in progress because I did move out of my parents' house and now I have my own
Of
place. So it's
course.
still work in progress. But whenever I go in there, it puts a smile on my face. I'm like, wow, this now that I have real money, I'm able to do what I want with it, and I have this awesome collection that I've been building for so many years.
But
But
then you also got bills.
yeah, exactly. So when I was living with my parents, I was able to splurge more. Now I have to be selective on what I buy. So I think as of more recent, I've been focusing on more vintage figures because that's what I feel like I like the most. Which a lot of people feel the opposite. They love all the new like figure arts, which I do too. But there's something about like that vintage look, like the feel of that like old plastic, the and not super accurate paint jobs, like the messiness and like the feel of like that kid's toy that I really like. And so I that's what I kind of focus on more so now. Unless there's something super cool like that SH Figure Arts Goku, I need to get that one, like the Genkida Matsuri one.
Yeah. Games and Movies slash Graham was kind enough to send me an unopened pirate robot.
Ooh, that's cool.
I'm
Wow,
sure you have this,
nice. I
right?
do. I have one box and I have one loose. But that's a great figure, especially like when
I
Jack
love it.
Pacific was making these figures for the Dragon Ball ones. I thought it was pretty badass because we didn't really get anything like that prior, like an action figure from any of the Dragon Ball OG characters.
And it's not even a lead villain. It's an enemy
I
they face in like
know.
3 episodes.
I know, and, like, I found that one funny because it's just kinda random. Because they did also, General Blue as well, and, I feel like I was disappointed that they didn't make more OG Dragon Ball figures.
Every Red Ribbon member should have had a figure.
Yes, I agree,
Every
so
single one. I mean, hell, even to this day, there are some figures of like Demon King Piccolo and his minions, like drum,
mhm,
tambourine, piano. I have a few of the little statue ones, but SH Figuarts haven't gotten there yet.
no,
Dragon Ball has so many characters.
so many.
They could do figures for the, even if Dragon Ball stopped today, they could do figures for the next 100 years. And
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going to happen when we get Ultra Ego Vegeta,
Ooh,
Granola, all the more?
yes.
That's coming next year or the year after.
That's so exciting. Like, I have some Dragon Ball Super like bootlegs too from Argentina that they made in like 5, 6 inch scale, which
I've
was
seen the Black Frieza. Is that the way you're talking about?
yeah,
The Black
they have
Frieza?
that. They what else do they have? They have a Zeno one. They have a Jocko one, which is pretty
Oh,
neat.
I
Like
want
that they
that one.
just yeah, that they just made like some random because they seem like they were kind of random the ones they decided to select to make figures of Dragon Ball Super characters and like they're unofficial. They're just, someone in Argentina or whatever. They were like, "Oh, let's make these. They'll sell." And I
And
think
some look good. They look
some of
real.
them look good. And like I feel like those bootlegs in particular are pretty sought after from like collectors that want that like 5 inch, 6 inch scales figures. So they're pretty neat. I mean, they should make official ones, I feel like, in that scale though, in my opinion, of those characters.
Yeah, any time that they put out a character that does not have a real figure out yet, that's gonna get like, you know what I'm saying? Like that Black Frieza I saw, it's just a repainted golden Frieza,
Mhm.
but it looks the right colors, and I almost bought it. And you know what? I probably will eventually get it on AliExpress because fuck paying $200, yo. Like I just want to hold it, you
It's
know?
true. I mean, it's crazy too, like, to see the way, the Dragon Ball collector community has grown because even when I started YouTube, it was very small, honestly. It was very niche. And then I feel like after Super is when we had the resurgence. And
Renaissance, yeah.
yeah, and like everyone just wanted to collect and, have Dragon Ball a part of their life, on their shelves. Um, so the cost of these figures now has gone up exponentially, honestly, within the past 10 years. Um, some of these vintage ones are worth so much more. And like, I'm like, I think now I'm glad I got them when I did because I don't even know if I'd be able to get any of these now, to be honest.
Well, not for a big for cheap. Actually,
Yeah.
that let me ask you this. Have you had your collection appraised? Like, do you know what the value is of every single thing added up or just a few of the rare ones? You know what I mean?
Man, I wish. I haven't. I like people always ask me how many pieces I have. I don't even know how many pieces I have. The last time I counted, like every piece, was in 2014 and
Damn. Okay.
and I had
That was a while ago.
over 3,000 at that time.
3,000?
Yeah. Yes.
I thought you were gonna say 500.
And that was including the like t-shirts and stuff like that. I counted everything. And
Okay.
that was like 3,000. So I don't know what it is now. I have no idea.
Did you count like VHS and DVD or no?
I don't remember if I did, to be honest. I don't remember. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
You
That
you
would add a lot to it if I did too.
Yeah, you've got to like do like a Excel spreadsheet
I do.
eventually, like a database, and just drop everything in. It's gonna take time, and then you'd have to look up. There she is.
There,
Yes,
there,
the
there's
whole three.
there's my dog finally. My dog Keiko in the background.
Finally, that's okay. We're animals are welcome here. I'm here. So yeah, you that's what I was saying. So okay, then what do you think or do you know is the most expensive thing that you own?
One thing that I feel like is up there for sure is the Mexico Galleria SH Figure Arts Goku from 2015. There was only 500 pieces ever released, and from to my knowledge, and that one's going for maybe 5,000, 4,000, depending on where you look. Um, and I would say that's one of my most valuable. I have it in a acrylic case because that thing needs to be in pristine shape. Um, but also I have like other like vintage like figures or merchandise from like OG Dragon Ball when it was first being released. And
Oh, like
that's
from Japan.
yes, and
I've
that
seen
stuff.
commercials for those.
Yeah, and that stuff is worth a lot of money, obviously, like, could be like 1,000, 500, depending on the item. I have the I don't know
Do you
wait,
have
can
the
I
the Muscle Tower playset?
I that one is one that it's on my list that I want so bad, but it's always so expensive. But one that I do have that I want the Goku to it is the Bulma doll. I don't know if you've seen that one. It's like she has like yarn hair and she has like cloth clothing, like
Oh, so it's more like a doll,
like
like
a
a Barbie.
doll.
I see. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And
I
that
don't know if
one,
I've
I
seen
love
it,
it.
but I may have seen it like in a picture of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it in person.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorite items because it's one, you could tell it's like an 80s toy, you know? And then the Goku that comes in that set, I really want. And that one is like it's kind of memed because he whenever like you see him, he's usually not in the box because it's hard to find in the box. He's usually loose and his hair is like crazy because it's like actual like I would say that I would compare the hair to like troll hair, like the troll dolls.
The troll dolls with the gems in the belly button.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
So, he's,
90s.
like, very memed, because of his crazy hair, but that Goku is worth, like, $2,000, so, I really want that one. That's on my, like, want list.
I don't know if it came with the Muscle Tower set or not. You probably have one of these. Do you have the Goku wearing the like the coat that he had when he was in Penguin Village when he attacked Muscle Tower? You know what I'm talking about? Like in Superhero at the beginning, he had the thing on.
Yes, I mean, I might
Or
have, like
Goku wearing the ninja suit.
yeah, I know they have, like, little Keshis of, these, like,
Those little
Goku
balls. The you put the thing in, the ball comes out.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
and then when you don't open it up, they're like little like Keshi, like they're eraser figures, I guess you would say. And those are super cool because they're very detailed for the tiny like figure that it is. Um, but I have to look. I have so many. It's sometimes it is hard to even keep track, but I'm really good at remembering what I have and don't have. Like I have a really good mental memory of that.
But
Like
you gotta put it in Excel so you don't
I
have to
know.
worry about it anymore.
I
Yeah.
I know I need to. It's so much and it's like where do you even start? But yeah, like uh the Keshis are really cool when it comes to like seeing different versions of characters that you don't normally see in like a regular
I
figure.
love that. I love
I love
that.
that. Yeah, I love those, like, obscure, like, outfits, that they have in the in Keshi form. They have those figures. They're really neat, and they're worth a lot of money too, some of them. 'Cause there's some Keshis that have, like, metal clothing that you can snap on, and I have a few of those too, and those are worth more money. So,
No, but you without question have the biggest pan collection. That's inarguable, right? Like
yes,
that's yeah.
100%. Like, my pan collection is extensive, I would say. I have, like, a a test shot figure. So that's pretty neat because those are hard always to find. It's basically an uncolored pan
Oh,
statue.
one of those
It's like a
the
test shot.
silver ones.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
this one is like white and yellow. It's just like uncolored and like you know, she has no features on her face. You know it's her face. The eyes aren't colored or anything like that. So those are really neat.
Yeah, those might not be the nicest looking ones, but
Hmm.
they're the value of them goes up because of how, like, I don't know if rare is the right word for it, but you know better than me. Speaking of Pan, Robert Wolf, Pan not getting SSJ and GT was unforgivable. Do you agree with that?
Yes. Yes. Like, I feel like there could have been so many, like, opportunities for her to be turning Super Saiyan in GT. And when it didn't happen, I wanted to cry as, like, a 10-year-old. I feel like that one moment where Giru, like, betrays her, that I always envision her turning Super Saiyan there. I'm like, "Shoot, that coulda happened right
Because she
there."
was angry.
Yeah, she was
Mm.
so angry. She was so angry. I'm like,
It's
"No."
crazy because I streamed it actually. I watched a Watch Mojo video, which is like torture for somebody like me. It's funny because I
Honestly, I
on
don't even watch their videos for Dragon Ball. I don't
what and
watch Mojo.
I'm gonna give you an example as to why. So here's the thing. So we're watching it, right? Somebody in the chat goes, Geekdom, will you check your blood pressure? And what I did was I came over here and I pulled my actual blood pressure monitor that I have for the house. I whipped it out and I put it on. These fucking morons, they're like, the reason why Pan couldn't go Super Saiyan is because her blood, being Gohan's daughter, had been diluted to the point where it wouldn't work. And then I go,
No way.
but her grandson at the end of the series, whose blood is even more diluted, is able to do it. You stupid fuck.
No way they
Oh,
said that.
I swear to you. I swear to you, they
That's
did.
so crazy.
In fact, I remember there was I actually reacted to two of their videos, and the videos had contradictory information. But one of the funniest things I saw is there was a dub change in the video. So they were like, it was one of those things you didn't know about Dragon Ball that everybody knows. You know, like me and Quinn did a parody in 2018, I think, where we made a video called 10 Things You Didn't Know About Dragon Ball. It was an April Fool's video. And we're like, did you know that Goku has a son named Gohan? No. So in the video, right, they're like, prior to it being Goku Day on May 9th, it was Piccolo Day. And then they put in the dub clip and the dub changed it. Today I call the day May 13th. I was like,
No way. I'm like,
beautiful.
who does the
They,
fact checking? Does anybody do fact checking? Maybe they don't. I mean, they can't if they did something like that.
Chat GPT. That's
You
all I
know
can
what?
think of.
ChatGPT, some maybe they're even better than freaking Watch Mojo. That's
I would
wild.
actually
That's
say that
crazy.
that's a possibility. Speed Punch. I feel a lot more happy that DP is back and safe. Well, I don't know if it was ever unsafe, bro. The only way it would ever be unsafe is if Disney actually got it,
Oh
which
my
is
god.
not going to happen.
Oh man.
Do you know how much I hate those Disney owns Dragon Ball? That's Facebook and Instagram.
Oh my god, yes. And I saw something else that was circulating like, oh, they're Disney's gonna make a movie or something with I'm like, what? Who believes this actually? Who's believing that?
There was one. Did you see the one where they were going to cast Andy Serkis as Frieza?
I feel like that sounds familiar to me. And I wouldn't put it past the internet. You know, the internet's wild.
Source. I made it up. Gabby
Oh,
says, "Do you own? Oh, this is for you. Do you own Nozawa Nendoroid figure?
Nendoroid figure. I love
That's
that
the.
figure.
I've seen a picture of it. That's just her, right, with the hair.
Yes, it's super cute. I love that figure, but I do not own it, but I want to. I actually just saw it. It came up like last week, I think, just like when I was searching something, and I'm like, I still need to get that figure. It's super cute, and as she should have a figure. Actually, it took too long for her to have a figure. It's awesome. It's really cute.
It's always interesting when there's a figure made of an actual real life person, you
Yeah.
know, and not just the character. But I feel like it'd be kind of cool if you took the figure of Nozawa and if you're gonna like display it next to all the Gokus and maybe even Bardock and Turles and Goku Black and
Yeah, that's what I would do. Like with the figure, if I had it, I would like literally put it right next to all the voices she's done. I think it'd be really cool to display it that way, and maybe have a Tori Robo, Tori bot right there too.
Like this one. You got to get this one, AliExpress. I think I paid $8 for it. It's worth it.
I know I may you know what, I gotta pull the trigger. It's only $8. I should get it.
You should. I will tell you. I will ask you this: do you have the Okay, I don't know the names of it, but it's basically the figures that are like not of one character, but it's like a scene. Example: there's one of Goku fighting Tao Pai Pai. There's one of Goku fighting Assistant Black in the battle jacket when he makes him punch himself, and Goku's. And so it's like a little diorama of
Yes, like
like.
a diorama.
Do you have those? I love those.
I have like a few, like I don't know if those exactly, but I have like small like gashapon kind of dioramas. They're small, so they don't take up too much space. I have a few of those. They're really really nice. I like the large ones too, but I just don't have room for them. Like I have more like play sets, I would say, more so than like dioramas that play out a scene. Like the
Similar, but the
yes,
tournament.
yes, exactly. And what else? I have the what else? The rejuvenation chamber. I have that. I have.
Does it have water in it, or you have to put your own water?
You could put your own water. I mean, I wouldn't, but you
I
could if
wouldn't.
you want
I
to.
could ruin the figure.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't recommend it, but and then what else? The time machine. I have that too. The Irwin toy one.
The one that it was big, if I remember right. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember
I,
that.
I have mine still in the box. I never took it out of the box. I
Do
like
you
it
do
that way.
you keep everything in the box mostly, right?
If I get it in the box, I will leave it in the box. Unless I have 2 and I really wanna open it, then I'll do that, but for the most part, if I receive it that way, I'll leave it that way. Again, for some except for some things where, like, you can actually open the box and put it back without any damages, then I'll do it, like the Sewer Battle Collection figures.
I
Those you
love
can
those.
they're amazing, like, those are one of my favorite figures and probably I don't know, I would say
Everybody wanted those in the late
it's
90s.
up there for me. Yeah, like and even even so, like when Irwin Toy was bringing Dragon Ball toys to the US, they literally took the Super Battle collections and brought them over with their branding. And also the AB toys, which are French toys as well. They brought them over.
AB
So
group. We love
yeah.
them.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are like probably my favorites because one, they look awesome, I think, especially for its time. I think they looked really great. Um, and they're fun to collect. And I like how they have like volumes to it. So you can like literally cross them off like as you collect them. Oh, okay, volume one, I have two, three, four. So I recommend those guys if you're looking into collecting. It's your battle collection.
I mean, those, I mean, they have to be incredibly expensive now because that was the shit. I remember having the gaming magazines in the 90s, and that's what everybody wanted was the Majin Buu, the Broly, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. There, you're saying people should get those, but do you those are probably hard to find, right? I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. Are they?
I actually checked today, funny enough, on eBay. They are there. They're still
Okay.
there. They're
Okay.
just pricier than they were before. And if you're trying to collect all the variants and everything, then that's different. That's a whole different realm, right? Because they have the gold hair versions, they have the yellow hair, they have the original Japanese release, and of course they have the Hong Kong version. So there's so many that you can kind of like go into, and then you have and then they have the 2003 re-release of some of these Super Battle Collection figures
I
too with the
didn't even know they re-released them in 2003.
yes, with like a different kind of paint job. They tried to add shading to them, which didn't look good in my opinion. But some of those are worth a lot of money too because I feel like they didn't release as many of them. So yeah, they're hard to come by. I don't have all of those yet either. I'm still trying to like find them. They're hard to find. I mean, and expensive. That's the thing. They're like some of them are at least $100, even more. So
Yeah, but they're beautiful though. Like
they're beautiful.
when I
Yeah.
was a kid, I used to read those magazines. There would be pictures of them. I didn't even know what the hell Dragon Ball was, and I was like, "This looks cool." They had Gundams also, which those, if you have old Gundams, those can really go up in price.
Oh
Those
yeah.
model kits,
Def
shit.
definitely. Like a lot of old school toys, like even like some Pokemon like toys are worth a lot of money now. And I used to actually have some here with me. I used to collect the Tomy Pokemon toys as well when I was a kid. And I was just looking through them the other day because I found them, and then the Nidorina is like $60 without a box, and I have it. I'm like, what? I would have never known.
You'd be surprised what you find in the wild. I found this Kid Goku keychain at like the mall. It's not super special or anything.
That's funny.
I wanted to put it on my keychain, but what happens is because I put my keys in my pocket, when I pull it out, sometimes this will snap, and I don't want to lose it. So I just have it here. But you'd be surprised. I have a Pikachu with an Orale hat, and that blew my mind because I
Yeah,
never
you
knew.
do?
I
I don't even
swear.
I don't even think I've seen that.
I swear to you, I think I had it in here. This is like this is a bunch of junk in here. Like it's like the stuff I have to clean this honestly because a lot of this stuff is old. Like I have old wallets in here. Like this is my desk, right? I don't know where the hell to put shit at, but I know oh shit.
I have a
I want to
side
show it to you.
cosplaying as Cell.
Who?
I have a Psyduck cosplaying as Cell.
Wait a minute. So they did do a Dragon Ball crossover then. So it's not
I
just a
mean,
bootleg.
no, it's unofficial. It's unofficial.
Oh, it
But
is. Now I'm
yeah, yeah,
wondering if
yeah.
mine's unofficial too.
It's pretty funny though. I'm like, I saw that at Chinatown when I just went in December, and I'm like, I need to get this. It's super cute.
Everything's falling. Yeah, any of those like crossovers with Slump. For some reason, with Slump, I feel like it just seems more rare because Dragon Ball's bigger and Slump is like, not as popular in
Yeah.
America at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I always, when I was in Japan, I had a few Orale like things. I love that show. And that's something else. If you really want to understand Toriyama, that's the show to watch
It's
because
true.
Daima, yeah, he does not give a shit in that show. Stuff will happen. Senbei, there's episodes where Raleigh will throw grenades in Senbei Noramaki's mouth and it'll blow up and he'll lose all his teeth. And the next scene, he's fine again.
It's like Looney Tunes.
Yeah, in South Park. It's like
Yeah.
Looney Tunes and South Park combined. Yeah. So for those of you joining us on X, I always say this show is mostly a YouTube show. The links to right, Geekdom 101 on YouTube. I have my social media down there. If you want to find SS Goshen, if you go to YouTube, find the stream. In the title of the stream, she's tagged. I usually don't tag guests in the title, but when it came to this topic, like I don't know anybody else. I mean, no, that's not true. I know people, but not you would be the perfect person for this. And I haven't talked to you in a while. So
Right.
yeah.
Exactly. It has been a little bit. And I'm happy that we were able to do this, honestly.
Yeah. No, me too. And we have a few more questions, then we'll be done. But I would like to have you back sooner than later. And maybe when things start to roll a bit more with Dragon Ball, I'm starting, and this is for them more than you, but maybe you'll care. I'm starting the Mangalorean Super with Jordan on March the 4th. Wednesday, March the 4th, Jordan and I are bringing back the Mangalorean. This time we're going into Super, which was not the original plan. But when Dragon Ball announced Dragon Ball Super Beerus and the Moro arc, we got to do it. We got so many requests to do it. Fine, we're going to do it. So here's a few more questions. I just paid a scalper for it. Now, I'm not sure what you were talking about, but we'll get to it. This better be on Premium Bandai USA because this was ridiculous. I just ordered that Fusion Android 13. He looks sick. I did like that figure.
Me too.
Straight
I pre-ordered it.
movie on the site. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were hyping it up too. Like they had the shadow thing, and I was like, "Oh, Android 13." Like, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you know who it is. Like the shadow.
Of course. Yeah. And the moment I saw it, I'm like, this is what I need. Like, I need to pre-order it. So I did. And as far as the Genki no Matsuri Goku, I don't know. I heard it wasn't gonna be in Premium Bandai USA. I heard rumors that it'll probably be in like Japan, Premium Bandai only.
Of course.
I mean, I
Of
hope
course.
they even have it there because if not, it's gonna be crazy expensive for sure. But I didn't hear anything about it being in the US besides the pop-up tour. So that's why people
Yeah.
are going crazy for it.
Yeah, the super, and it's funny because that movie, it's not one of my favorites at all. I think that Super Android 13's design is awesome as far as like he's blue Broly with orange hair, but
Yeah.
but the movie itself is kind of mid. There's not really much of a story to it. Although I do like the fact they attack a mall and they're fighting in a mall. There's some cool stuff in there. It's
Yeah,
just not my favorite.
same.
This is a nice comment. It's not a super
Oh.
chat, but whenever somebody leaves a comment this nice, I'm going to put it up. SS Goshen 4 was a hero for me. When the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie came out, she had a few of the movie promos I was able to get from her, and I still love to this day.
Oh, yes. I
Did
remember
you know
that.
about the little Gogeta one or like the bigger posters
Yeah, I remember I had the little, like, the Gogeta, like, little card,
that
promotional
they give you
card.
when you walk into the movie?
Yes.
Thanks for the spoiler.
I know, right? Yeah, so I had a few that I just had extras of, I remember from watching the movie so many times. And so he was one of the ones who got one. That's awesome. That's so cool. I love that. And
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's
I'm
good that you say she's your hero, bro.
yeah, that's very sweet.
Everybody
Thank
needs
you.
one. Calvin Rump, interesting name. People think current Vegeta Ultra Instinct Ultra Ego would beat Black Frieza. I would tell them they are seriously delusional. Frieza violates. That's a power scaling question. I'm going to slightly disagree, and I'll tell you why. I did a video, and I'll link it to the video. Okay, look up the video on my channel after the stream. The video is called The Ultimate Fusion, and it's Gogeta with the current Goku Vegeta, which is he'll have access to UI and UE. If you have access to both Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, you're damn near immortal. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got teleportation from Goku. He's got Force Spirit Fission from Vegeta. He's got the Genki Dama. He's got all of Vegeta's attacks. He's got the Ultra Ego where when you hit him, he gets stronger. And he's got Goku speed, so he doesn't have to get hit. I don't know, bro. Honestly, honest to God, I would love to see that fight. I think Ultra Gogeta smacks. Do you have an opinion?
So I'm gonna say it on here. I've been waiting for the anime.
Wait, what do you mean? You haven't read any of the manga at all?
Nothing, zero.
Did I just spoil something for you?
It's fine. I've been hearing spoilers this entire time, so it's okay. But I said it when I think I was like reacting in the past that I was just gonna wait for the anime and I didn't care how long it took. And I stuck by it and yeah, I haven't read it yet.
You haven't read any of the Moro and Granola arcs but you've
Nothing.
heard, you know what happens.
Yes, exactly. But I haven't read anything. I was determined to wait for it to be animated, and now it's gonna happen. So
I'm glad. Because it got to the point where right around 2022, people were asking me, like, don't hold your breath.
I know. I was almost like, you know what, it's fine. Like I have the manga, I just haven't read it. So
I used to get into arguments with so I have a buddy of mine who's a very big Toriyama purist. I used to get into arguments with him because he would basically say shit like, oh, they're not going to animate it. And I'm like, dude, there's no way that they're not going to animate something that Akira Toriyama did for Dragon Ball. Now, he does have one point. We never got a Jocko anime adaptation. We should have. Have you ever read the Jocko manga?
That I have.
Okay,
And
great.
that I
great.
liked. I actually really like Jocko. I cosplayed as Jocko before. Fun fact.
It should have been a TV special, right?
Yes.
Like that should have.
How come it hasn't? There's so much like information in that little like side story, and I love it. It's cute. I don't know why they didn't do it.
Bulma has a sister?
Exactly, tights.
What?
Like what? They should have.
Toriyama
They need
gave no
to.
shits. Yeah, that's crazy that you haven't seen any of it. Okay,
Yeah.
Lone Wolf says, "Geek the 101 figurine when?" Well, if I get one, I'll just send one. If I ever make one, I'll send one to Goshen as a token of her appreciation, my appreciation.
You know what? I
It
need one in
actually,
my collection.
almost happened. A company reached out to me once to do it, and the problem was that it was before I showed my face, and my avatar was Frieza with a red lightsaber, and that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm able to get away with that here, but when you put a figure out, it looks too much like Frieza, and I would have had to deal with Disney and Toei, and
Yeah, that's true.
that's like dealing with the U.S. Army and the Russian Army at the same time. Like somebody in the chat earlier said, if Disney buys Dragon Ball, I'm going to sue them. Good luck, bro. Good luck suing $1 billion company that has a football team full of lawyers, bro. I'm sure you'll get far. I'm sure you'll get far. No, I
That's
gotta tell you
cool, though, that
well,
they
I
reached
would,
out to you at all. Like, that's
but
really neat.
now I would get it done with the real me. But
Mhm, mhm.
I had them fuck with me and make me all muscular and shit and fucking scars all over my face and shit, like Rambo.
If
Just
they
think a
offered
Rambo
that,
figure.
I would do it too.
Right. Well, for you it'd be different. It would be a little bit different, but yeah. No, that would be a fun time. I was actually gonna say, God bless this guy's heart. There was a guy who sent me a message on X recently. It wasn't a message, it was a tweet, and he goes, Geekdom, you have the resources. Why don't you buy Toei? He goes, if you do a GoFundMe, you can raise enough money to buy Toei. I responded back, I said, God bless you. A GoFundMe. Toei is valued at $8 billion, not million,
Yeah, bill
billion.
it's like, good luck with that. I'm not gonna be the one to start that.
Dude, but here's where it gets even more silly. If every one of my subscribers had $1 million, it still wouldn't be enough.
That's wild. Isn't that
Eight
crazy to think about that?
billion. But I looked at the guy and I'm like, you clearly do not understand how big Toei is in Japan. Like, yes, I think Dragon Ball deserves better, but they are the Disney of Japan. Like,
Mhm. 100%.
okay, for both, what's your favorite GT ending song?
Ooh, I know.
They're all great. They're all
I
great. That's the
I
problem.
I just listened to it yesterday, funny enough, Blue Velvet.
That's my favorite
That's my
too.
favorite. I
That's
love
my
Blue
favorite
Velvet.
too. That's the
It's
best
so
one.
good. It's so
Dun-dun, dun-dun,
catchy.
dun-dun,
It's
dun-dun.
amazing. I blast that in my car. No shame.
I have karaoke'd it, so no shame either. And the thing that's cool about that too is for Kamehacon 2, I picked that song for release. The Blue Velvet, but they're all good. Like Don't You See? Dun, 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 dun. They're all awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, that one's cute too, but, like,
no, Blue
Blue
Velvet,
Blue
yeah.
Velvet's, like, top tier superior. It's one of my favorite songs, actually.
GT has amazing like themes. Goshen, do you have any of the Mega House statues from Robert Wolf?
So, Mega House is beautiful. Like, their statues are amazing, incredible. I don't have any Mega House statues, actually, in my collection. I don't have a lot of statues in my collection because for space purposes, to be honest with you. They take up so much space. I actually just got a resin, my very first resin ever, sent to me by Tsume, which you guys, I'm sure if you're in collectibles, you know Tsume. They sent me a future Gohan giant resin. So now it's like right when you get into my condo, the first thing you see is that. So
I have friends that would hunt you down for that.
oh man, I mean, I was blessed that they reached out to me and like gave that to me because that was an incredible gift because I've always said I want a resin, I want a resin, and I never was able to get one because the money, they're expensive. There could be up to $1,000. And so to have one now from the actual company is badass. So but yeah, that's probably the biggest piece I have right now in my collection. Is probably that statue.
We're almost at 1,000 people between X and YouTube. Remember, if you're on X, Follow me on YouTube. Follow Goshen as well. Y'all need to subscribe to Goshen and watch her videos so that way she can buy a bigger house. So that way you can really, because you're gonna have to get a bigger house. That's inevitable, right? Like you're gonna have to.
Yes, yes. My place right now isn't big enough. So like I had when I lived with my parents, my room was my collection room. So it was just full of stuff. If you look back on
Shelves
my
everywhere.
yes, it was just like anywhere I can fit a figure, I would fit it somehow. So if you look back on my collection videos, you can see it was packed. Like you couldn't see wall space. It was just my collection. So now when I like now that I moved out, I'm like, okay, well, I don't want it to be like that, like my whole place covered in it. So right now it's my bedroom, like half of it is like, Dragon Ball. And then my collection room, which is my second bedroom, that's like full of it. Like I used to have a storage when I lived with my mom, and I had like a video series going through my storage. I don't have a storage now. It's all here. And not all displayed because it's a lot, but
So
I need
you
a
don't have
bigger
anything
place.
in storage right now.
What was that?
You don't have anything in storage right now.
No, currently no, but I think I'm gonna have to get another one though soon. Like my fiance and I are gonna have to split that. So
No, yeah, because it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Thank you so much. Betel, I don't know how the hell to say your name, bro. Sir or ma'am, thank you. What I was gonna say, we have 5 more super chats to go, then we'll be done.
perfect.
But I want to quickly say one thing because I did say we're gonna talk about news briefly. Streisand effect. Bandai Namco has taken the Age 1000 trailer and put it in a playlist that says Xenoverse 3. So now everybody seems to think that Age 1000 is Xenoverse 3. Now, when I was asked about it, I didn't know anything. I didn't think it was Xenoverse 3. I thought it
Me
was something
neither.
totally different. Yeah,
Me
I thought it
too.
was something totally different. But unless this is some kind of mistake, it could be Xenoverse 3. I think it's a little bit soon for that, but it looks like they're going to be doing. I mean, I know some things about the game. I know that there's going to be a lot of time travel stuff involved, a lot of multiple
Mhm.
timeline stuff. There's going to be new. I have to be careful what I say because I did promise I wouldn't leak this. But there's going to be a new type of god. That's all I'm going to say. I'll tell you off air
Mm.
if you want. But it's going to be interesting. Remember, I said this, by the way, y'all. Remember at 8:49 p.m. Where is it? An hour 48 minutes. I said there's going to be new gods in that game. Then watch, bro. But I'm a liar and I'm not credible. We'll see. But yeah, what did you think about the Age 1000 reveal? First of all, that character is not Broly and Chilai's kid
I know.
because
I saw that rumor and I'm like, no. It actually was like a meme now. Like it was going around like a meme. It was pretty funny, not gonna lie. But
if that's the case, then that character's 200 years old.
yeah, just because I can see the
The
similarity
hair.
how they look. Nah, it's not.
No.
It's not.
What do
Uh,
you think about Xenoverse 3? Are you big on Xenoverse games?
I played it a bit when they first came out, but honestly, I didn't like fully dive deep into it. The last game I played more so was like I gave more time into was Kakarot, and that game was a lot of fun. And
I still haven't played that game.
yeah, I recommend it. I totally recommend it. I had a great time, and it was hard for me to get through like the beginning. Even I had like I live streamed when I was playing it, and I couldn't get past like the Raditz. Like I'm like, what? This is hard. I can't. It was fun though. It was challenging but fun. Um, that's a great game. But Xenoverse, I haven't played too much of it, but if this is Xenoverse 3,
People
I
have been
know
waiting.
exactly. Everybody's been waiting, and I can see why it could possibly be from, just like the time and everything, like all the elements. I can see it. I can picture it, but we're not 100% sure, but that little mistake I think is pretty telling in my opinion.
Yeah, it's. I told you this before we started recording or going live. It's like when Toei copyright struck those super reboot or super remake sheets, it's like you just gave away that it's real.
Yeah, right, exactly. I feel like with this, it's the same thing, you know?
Or when they told, I'm going to bring it up because fuck it. When they told IGN to come after me in 2019 for revealing they were going to bring Super back, and yet since then we've had 150,000 videos saying Super's coming back from 100 different people on YouTube. Toei didn't go after them, but they went after me and Yanko. I wonder why. Why would Toei try to shut down a fake rumor when there's fake rumors about Dragon Ball every day? You think that maybe it wasn't fake? I don't know. What do I know? What do I know? Yeah, but whatever. That's the okay.
It's funny how they work, right?
Well, I'm like you. I only played a little bit of Xenoverse when it came out 2016. I had a good time with it.
Yeah.
But there are people who are really diehard for it, so I'm happy for them.
Exactly. That's how I feel too, because there's the exact diehard Xenoverse fans, and you know, they've been waiting for the next entry. So it'd be great if this is it.
Yes, and as long as it's a good game, that's all that matters to me. I don't care what you call it, as long as it's good. All right. Fist of Kenshin 85. Awesome stream, you two. Do you have any figures of characters just from the games? They had some interesting fusions and characters. Do you like the games? I guess we just talked about, including DB Heroes, awesome collecting. The only thing I have is I have a Zeno Gogeta that I bought in Japan for like $6, mad cheap. It's Gogeta, but it's the Zeno colors, which is like, you know, it's the same like the fusion, like what do you call it? The cool vest, but the pants and the vest are different colors. What about you? Do you have any game exclusive characters?
I have a Shallot figure. And I really love that one. It's like Ben Presto like statue. Very nice. Super detailed. And I believe that one's going for the good amount of money now. They need to make more Shallot merch, I feel like. Honestly.
Do you have few?
I don't have a few figure. I don't. I mean, there's like not that many out there too, but I have Shallot's like one of my favorite, I would say, video game exclusive figures that I own. Definitely. Let me know if you guys have seen that one at all.
I think I've seen it, but I've never seen it up close.
It's heavy. You can knock somebody out with that.
I have a Gogeta Blue that's like massive. Oh, real quick, the poll. Which version of SS4 do you like more visually? GT got 66%, Daima got 34%. So people so do I. I like the older one better too. I don't hate the newer one though.
Yeah, same. Me neither, but GT superior in my opinion.
Right.
They got it right. They got it right.
Joel El Guapo Longoria, thank you for the $1. David Kelly, I've been looking at Toriyama signed art online, but scared I will drop 2K on a fake. If you were going after signed piece, where would you look? That is a good question for you. I have no clue.
Honestly, I'd be afraid to even buy one just because you just never know, you know, like there's so many fakes out there, and even in like Yahoo Japan, they sell fakes on there too. So I don't know. I'd be very, very wary. You'd have to know who you're buying it from, like the source, make sure they're legitimate. But even then, it's like, can you trust it? Like I have a signed Toriyama piece, but it's a replica. You know, it's not official at all. And like, I don't know. It's tough with that.
We're dealing with a guy who almost never left the house, did not do public appearances or conventions,
right?
And a culture, Japan, that is not really into autographs.
Exactly. Like how many pieces that like officially signed pieces is there? You know what I mean? From Toriyama.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It has to be an extremely low amount because the guy never went out there. And that's the thing too, is Japan culture, they don't even understand the whole autograph thing and, you know, buying merch and sign. I mean, you'll have actors come to America and do it because they're taught. But if you ever go to one of these Japanese events like Genki Damatsuri or anything they have over there, they don't have lines of like sit the actors at a booth. There's a line, sign it.
Uh-huh.
They do not do that over there
At all. It's very
at
different.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember talking to prior to I don't know if I want to bring this name up, but whatever, who cares? Prior to Lisa Yamatoya taking over as Toei director, Endo-san was the guy there first. This is Toei of America, and Endo-san, and his name's Endo, but everybody calls him Endo-san. He did not understand autograph culture. The reason why I even know this is because when Kamea-Con 1 was starting, maybe I'll write a book about this someday. There were a lot of forces behind the scenes that were causing problems for the convention to even exist. And
Yeah.
Endo-san just didn't get it. We wanted Nozawa. We wanted Ryusei Nakao. We're going to pay for them to come over. And it's just, you know?
Yeah, they're just like, what? Like, it's true. The culture's so different. Like, when it comes to like autographs, that's what it's all about, right? They would need the autograph and some, to make their either just for themselves, but to make their collectible more valuable. And I was gonna say on that comment, like if you are seeing a autographed item of Akira Toriyama for 2K, it's probably fake because that's really cheap.
Yeah, be careful. You super
Yeah,
careful. Like, yeah,
like
because
for
you gotta
his
remember the
signature. Hmm.
dude didn't leave the house, and Japanese culture. If you ever see a signed Toriyama thing, it was either a gift he gave someone or some fan happened to recognize him when he was eating or somebody went to his house. Like the guy,
Hmm.
they don't exist in Japan, man. So
Yeah,
I would be
exactly.
extremely careful. Y'all know Jeebus Ball Z on YouTube? Yeah, he has a huge collection. I don't know
Yes.
him personally, but he has a huge collection.
Same. I don't know him personally either, but I've seen his collection. It's wild. I think about like how does he do it? Like how can he afford it? That's my main question always. I'm like, damn, what are you doing to buy all that? I want to know your tricks.
And it's
But
a big house. I
oh my
mean, you have to have a
God.
big house.
Yes, exactly. Like it's he has a whole floor dedicated to it. I don't know if it's in a basement. I think so. I don't know, but it's just full. I think it's a basement where he keeps his collection. It's
Matches
massive.
Peaches. Matches Peaches, another one that has a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen his stuff too. He
He's in
collects like
Orlando.
it's fun. Oh wow. See, I
Or
didn't even know that.
he's east of Orlando. Because what happened was, so you remember 2 years ago when that big ass storm hit like Tampa, like in Sarasota, like the big one, like the week that Daima came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah.
I got caught up in that. And he was like, come over to my house, bro. We're okay over here on this side of Florida. Usually it's the other side coming to where I'm at because the storms hit the east side of Florida. But
Uh-huh.
that storm, you have no idea. Well, maybe you do. You live in well, I'm not going to say where you live, but on that side of Florida. Anyways, it doesn't matter. No one's going to find you. No one's going to find you. So, okay. So the week, look at this is bad luck. The week that Daima came out and Sparking Zero, I was not here. I had to go stay with a friend, and I'm just there like, Lord, do you want me to end up broke? Like, what's going on here? The week of Daima.
Wow, that sucks.
It
Like
sucks.
the
I had,
timing.
and there was no internet. So what I had to do, this is it, there was no gas stations. People don't understand. If you've never gone through like a natural disaster, you don't understand like how fucked up it is. The gas
Yeah,
stations were all closed.
it
They
sucks.
were out of gas. They were out of gas. I had to drive from one side of the county to the other, and I did my Daima review. I parked my car in the driveway of a friend who I didn't even know. I do my Daima review in my car. I'm over
Oh
here
my
holding the mic.
goodness.
It's this mic. I'm over here holding the mic like this. And so the audio's all fucking weird on it. Watching Daima, and like we're trying to get the feed going because this is before it was on Crunchyroll. This is a Japanese feed. So
Uh-huh.
blah, 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 whatever. And I wound up trying to give the guy money for letting me record outside his house. And he's like, no, keep it. I'm like, take the money. No, keep it. But you imagine it's a hot day because the storm was gone, and I'm in my car trying to record a
Oh
Dragon
my
Ball Daima
god.
review. It's
But the dedication though. That's a
I
that's a
yeah.
lot. Yeah, that's
How does
wild.
How does your house not have internet in this day and age? All right, Trenton. 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 This guy has a history of asking questions like this, Goshen. Okay, Trenton. Trenton.
Okay.
Did I not just say that hurricane went through my town? Did you not hear that part, bro? Did your ears close when I said there was a hurricane that went through my? Do you know what a hurricane is, bro? You want me to show you a picture?
They're not fun, let me tell you.
How does your friend's house not have internet?
He decided to tune out.
This dude once asked me a question that was so frustrating, I broke my microphone.
No way. Rage
Know
bait,
your
rage
friend's
bait.
house in East Florida. Trenton.
Rage bait.
I went to my friend's house so that we could all be together in one house, so we could all like be together and I'm not like, so basically their group and my group wouldn't be stuck in one place. And there's this thing called a hurricane that knocked out power and internet for half the freaking city, or more than that. I think it was like 70%. Trenton, come on now. Come on now.
Get with
Anyways, yeah, get with it. Get with it. Thank you. Last one. DJ Pokken Tekken S Bro
DJ.
Crossword. What do you? I like this guy, but what the hell do you call him with that long ass name?
I just call him DJ.
You're so simple in a good way. You make things so easy. What up, Geekdom? I always love your DB content. And what up, Goshen? Good to see you again. My question to you both is, since Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out in 2024, yeah, the week that we had no power here, which DB games do you prefer, Tenkaichi 3 or Sparking Zero, or both? What do you think?
Tenkaichi 3 is my favorite Dragon Ball game, so I'm gonna go. You know where I stand.
You don't did not like Sparking Zero, or let me rephrase that.
No,
it wasn't as good.
That's not that. I just felt like the mechanics and how to play, I feel like it was just easier in Tenkaichi 3, and I was able to actually win. I feel like it's just harder in Sparking Zero, but also like it's what I loved the growing up also, so I'm a little biased there. But for me, to be honest, like I felt like maybe I'm not very good at video games anymore. Maybe that's what it is.
We're getting older.
Right? That might just be it.
Yeah. I will say this. I actually agree. There are mechanics in Sparking Zero now that make the game less fun. I'll be real with you. I was never the guy who was super duper into Sparking 3, Tenkaichi 3. I was more of a Budokai 3 guy. I love Budokai 3.
Budokai is great too. I love that series as well.
But everybody loved Tenkaichi so much. I didn't hate it. It's just Budokai captured me more. So
yeah, like see, that's how I feel about 3, but also because it's just like the roster was insane for the time. It was just a lot to it. Like I spent hours playing that game. I have a video on my channel also of myself playing it. What, almost 20 years ago?
Oh,
at this point,
you have a video of you playing Tenkaichi 3 on PS2.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah, and like you look back on my channel, it's there, and I'm with my little sister who's now 24 years old. But at the time, she was a little kid. I'm playing, and it's like it wasn't even like
Those are your home movies.
Exactly, and it wasn't even like a video capture thing. It was literally I think my sister was filming me like from the outside with a camera, me playing. You see the TV,
right? Did it have
TV.
The lines going up?
Yeah. The CRTV.
CRT, yeah. All right, let me break this down for Trenton. Trenton, Matches Peaches lives east of Orlando. He asked me to stay at his house. I couldn't stay at his house, so I stayed at another friend's house. The hurricane came through, and most of the city lost power. This is not complicated, my friend. This is not you take the simplest things, bro, and turn them into a whole ass thing. Anyways, hopefully now you understand. So,
are you sure he's not rage baiting you?
No, I'm sure. He did once get me to literally break my microphone on the air because he wouldn't listen to a response. So now he's kind of known as like the guy who does that. But I don't think he's rage baiting. I think he just didn't hear, or he either didn't hear the whole story or he got confused. No, Matches Peaches asked me to stay with him and I couldn't go out there. So instead, I stayed with another friend that was closer to me, but we all lost power. However, they got power back before me. And then I was able to get, it was like 6 days no power, dude. That sucks.
And I know, it's honestly, thankfully, knock on wood, I haven't had something like that in many years. So I don't want that. It's no fun at all.
But you know what's fucked up is I actually had people in other states that were like, yo, come stay with me. And I booked the flight, dude. I'll never, you wouldn't believe this. I booked the flight for 6 a.m. to fly out of Tampa International Airport and to go to, where was I going? Detroit, because I have a friend there. These assholes shut down the airport the next day. I had already booked my flight. I already paid. No, but it gets even more dumb. The airport was going to shut down at 2 p.m. My flight was at 6 in the morning. Why couldn't I have gotten on the flight at 6 in the morning?
So they just canceled you like completely?
The whole day.
Wow.
The only flights they had were people coming in, which is stupid because everyone's trying to leave because the storm's coming. If I was able to get to their house, I could have made the video, edited it, would have been beautiful, but that's not
wow. That stinks. I would be so pissed.
I was so pissed, dude.
I would be.
Yes, they did refund me.
Oh, at least. Yes, well, that's good, at least.
It's horrible. So, have you ever had Whataburger?
Yes, I love Whataburger. Whenever I'm in Texas or just up state Florida, I try to get it. It's very good, and I like it more than In-N-Out. That might be controversial.
It is controversial,
but probably the most controversial thing I've said in this whole stream.
Well, except for the fact that you love GT and that Pan's your favorite character. Because
that's true. A lot of people don't like Pan. I love her, but
right.
Whataburger, delicious. I love it.
We just had one built near me, so I'm happy about that.
I wish they would have it in South Florida. They don't. Like, I really wish.
Yeah, but you guys have like Pollo, was it El Pollo Loco? We have Pollo Tropical here, but y'all have a Pollo Loco too, right?
I've never seen a Pollo Loco. I've only seen Pollo Tropical.
That's our food. That's Cuban food.
That's delicious.
It's like Cuban food made by white people though, like Taco Bell. You know what I mean? It's not really Mexican.
That's true, but it hits a spot though.
It's good. It's
cheap, which is great.
I can tell he's never been to Whataburger. Yes,
it is that good. Like we're both telling you that it is that good.
The patty melt, bro. Like I had it at Kamehacon, but I have a different diet now. I don't really mess with that kind of food anymore. So
yeah, it's like if you want to treat once in a blue moon, okay.
Yeah, but you're thin. You ain't got to worry about shit. I'll smell bread in the morning and gain 15 pounds.
Well, you know what? I still select. I try to be good. It's hard sometimes, but I try.
Well, thank you for joining me a little over a couple hours. I had a great time, dude. You should come back sometime.
Yeah, me too. I had an awesome time. I'm like I said multiple times already on the stream, I'm so happy we made this happen because I feel like it's just been a long time coming. I feel like we've been planning for me to come on the show for a year. Yeah.
You were doing Sundays were bad. You were doing cons and Stephanie was doing, the other Stephanie was doing cons. And then I already told you off air, I had a bunch of stuff happen last year. So now we're kind of getting the ball rolling again. But yeah, definitely come back, especially with the fact that now there's new stuff coming out. To be honest with you, I'm actually very curious to see what your opinion is of the Moro arc.
Okay.
Really, I am, because the way that they use Oob, I'm not going to spoil it because you haven't seen it. Well, you said you already know most of it, but
I know like bits and pieces. Yes, I tried to avoid spoilers as much as I could, but things. It's
hard,
no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah, the way they use Oob at the end with the Grand Supreme Kai and Majin Buu, and there's some interesting things that they did in the Moro arc that I'm looking forward to seeing anime wise. So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've heard great things. I've heard like different things. I've heard people love, and some people are like, about it, about what's to come. So
It just it depends, yeah, because
it
like the
depends on the
moral
person.
arc,
Hmm.
the second half of the moral arc, I think is not as interesting as the first half.
Mm,
But one of the things that I promised I would do is this year I'm going to reread the entire manga, and then because everybody says one of the things everybody says is if you read the moral arc like start to finish, like if you because we had to wait a month, but if you're reading it like binging it, it's
mm,
way better. Everyone
really
says that granola, it's way better. Like, bro, you got to read it like, in a binge type of format. So we're going to be doing that with Jordan. We're going to
nice.
have different streams for every volume. So let's see what happens. For Super, it'll be a weekly thing. So we'll have to do that and then later binge and see how it is. I don't know.
It's gonna be interesting, like especially I feel like because I feel like a lot of people have read it, and so to have a take where like I haven't at all, that's gonna be probably fun and nice for people that will be watching on the channel because I'm for sure I'm gonna be giving my
First time
opinions.
viewer. Yeah, right.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And also, it came out so long ago that there's still stuff that even if you were spoiled, you probably forgot. You
Right,
know,
I know. So because I don't remember, I probably heard about the Oop thing, but I don't remember it. So
good. I won't say anything more. Plan out the next time y'all do a show together, like announcement wise. I can't, brother. Let me tell you why. I don't even know what I'm doing next week. All right. Like I did talk to Goshen about like 3 weeks ago during the Super Bowl, and
hmm
we got it done because I saw it was a tribute to Latin culture. So I was gonna reach out to all my Latin people. And then when I saw Gaga, I was like, okay, that's like your second favorite thing ever, right? Or maybe it's higher than Dragon Ball. Is Gaga higher than Dragon Ball?
I can't say. No, okay. No, honestly, they're both right there because Gaga shaped me in many ways and like in different way than Dragon Ball has. Um
And you kind of look
guys,
like her.
I get it all the time and I love it cuz she's beautiful. But guys, in case you don't know, I'm a huge Gaga fan also, and like I had like a separate channel like just doing Gaga stuff. And yeah, and she likes anime too. I don't know if you saw her Pokemon commercial, which is pretty
I,
neat.
I did. I did see that. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
talk to you about it, but I did. Real quick, this guy says include her in the Dragon Ball Super Mandalorian. She just says she's not reading the manga, bro. And you hear what you're doing? Who are you, Trenton 2? Trenton 2 over here, bro. So the thing, let me ask, okay, this will be the last thing because this is going to be controversial.
Okay.
This is a big one. Did you like the second Joker movie with Gaga in it?
So I have
That's
a little story on that. So we were so excited to watch it because the first one was amazing.
yeah.
And then after finding out that Gaga was gonna be Harley Quinn, I was like, what? That's awesome. 'Cause she's a really great actress. I'm like, she's gonna kill it. So we went opening night to see the movie. I dressed up like Gaga and everything to see the movie. We watch it, and I went with like a group of friends, like a big group of friends. We're all were like, "What the hell is this?" Like, I knew it was gonna be a musical. I didn't know this prior. Some people did not know that it was gonna be a musical, and they went into it like, super disappointed. They're like, "What is this shit?" But I knew it was gonna be a musical, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. And like Gaga killed what
The
she could.
musical part. Yeah.
Yes, and she did a great job with what she had, and the script and everything. But the movie alone, so disappointing. It was extremely disappointing. It was all in the courtroom the whole time. Like I was like, what? Anyway, what did you see it?
Oh yeah, I saw it. No, for sure, because I was wondering what the hell I was gonna see. Because when you hear musical, I'll be real with you. I saw it and I thought the same thing. A lot of other people thought that it was like, okay, this isn't really a worthy follow up. But
Yeah.
I started thinking about it on the drive home, and I was like, what this guy did, Todd Phillips, is he made like an because that movie works as like an independent like art house film because it's the cut-ins with the music and the costumes. And so I'm like, okay, this is not like a theatrical comic book movie. And so what I said to myself, and I said it in my review when I got home, I said, I have a feeling that there's going to be film fans and film nerds in a few years that are going to say this is a masterpiece. They're going to say, no, 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 you didn't understand it. See, this is the message. It's a deconstruction of supervillains. A week later, Quentin Tarantino was like, I love the movie. It's so different. Exactly what I said, dude. And I was like, I knew it. I knew
Like,
some film nerd was going to like it.
that's funny. Well, I did hear that too, like opinions from other people that like you no, you really have to look deeper into it. Like it's not just a musical. Like the way the music like it's I think they're trying to say like it was like they're kind of insane, and like
Yes,
they're
of course.
right and they're
Yeah.
like using the music to kind of deal with their insanity or whatever. Like there was a reason for obviously like in the story that if you look deeper why they made it a musical, but it's just so different. It's just that's the thing. Maybe like you said, if it was a standalone like little like art house movie, different. But not that it was a sequel to Joker and it was so good. It's just that was what its downfall, in my opinion.
It almost ruined his career. Well, some say it did ruin his career because he didn't want to make the sequel. And then Warner Brothers threw a
I
bunch of
know.
money at him. He's like, I don't fucking care. I'll do
Mm-hmm.
this. Like,
It should have left it like he should have left it as standalone, honestly. And yeah, I would have been fine with that. Like the movie was great
plus
on its own.
the sequel to Joker is any of 1,000 Batman stories out there. Like, like it's the origin of Batman. But yeah, I was curious to ask you because a lot of Gaga fans did defend that movie because there's people that like the celebrities can do no wrong. Oh, I love
Yes,
her. She made the movie amazing. And she was good in it. Like her
she
performance
was
was fine. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. It's just the where they took the story,
I
you
wasn't
know.
gonna blindly. I mean, this is my personal opinion. I wasn't too fond of it, but I do want to say one more thing before we get
We
off.
actually did get one last super chat, but go ahead
Okay,
and I'll
okay,
answer
perfect.
it. And you do it first, or do you want to say your last thing?
We can read the super chat first.
Okay, this will be quick. If someone made Dragon Ball Z with realistic AI that's accurate to the manga, would you watch it? I'd probably like do a stream about it and like
Yeah,
watch it with you guys. I don't know if I would like watch it like intently. What about you?
yeah. Honestly, I don't know, cause like you know how it is with AI. So
Controversial, but
controversial, but I would talk
there's
about it.
there are some crazy clips out there now of Dragon Ball fights done in AI that look scarily real. And it's
Yes.
going to be a motherfucker these next few years trying to differentiate the real from the fake for a lot of people, including me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
It's
one of those things where it's like, okay, it's like Absalom. Like Absalom was never for me. I checked it
same.
out, didn't like it. If it's Dragon Ball, I'll check it out, but it doesn't mean I'm
Hmm.
going to stay. Yeah.
Right, right,
Okay.
right.
What was that thing you were going to say before we get out of here?
I was just gonna say that I think, just to tie it all together, that being on YouTube for as long as I have making Dragon Ball content, I think it's so amazing to see how the fandom has grown and like how people are not afraid to express their love for Dragon Ball. Because I feel like when I started, there wasn't many of us out there, and especially females
Yeah,
that liked
I was gonna say, yeah.
yes, especially outspoken female fans. And now there's so many that are they're like super outspoken with how they love Dragon Ball. And I just think it's so cool because before,
And celebrities.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And then like thinking back when I was on YouTube as a 14, 15-year-old kid, people would just say that I'm a fake fan because oh, there's no way that a girl likes Dragon Ball. There's no that's your brother's collection. Or
Of course.
I would get comments like that all the time. So it's pretty neat just to see how it's evolved, like the fandom and everything and just um even just like Dragon Ball in general, like in pop culture and how you see it represented and like like in films and all that stuff. It's wild that they take inspiration from Dragon Ball and the fact that Zed and Hans Zimmer like did music for Dragon like it's just insane. I never thought that that would ever be a thing. You know what I mean? So it's
Shang-Chi mentions Dragon Ball at the end of the
yes,
movie. Yeah.
yes, and then like like Creed and all that. It's just it's wild, and I think it's
Cobra
amazing.
Kai, when they were like, yeah, the tournament's like the Dragon Ball tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, I haven't seen Cobra Kai, so but that's
Oh
awesome.
shit. Where have you seen the Karate Kid?
No. And that why I know. My fiance always is like, "How have you not seen these movies when you're?" Sorry, I just my sister didn't watch it, so I didn't watch it. Well,
All right. You gotta
I gotta
no now.
watch it.
No, listen. I mean, this is like must see. You gotta watch Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. 2 and 3 are not as good as the first one, but 2 and 3 introduce really important characters that are gonna come into play with Cobra Kai. There's Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3, and then that was the 80s. And then in 20, I think it was 2018. Yeah. Cobra Kai season 1 aired, and it's like 40 years after, and all the Karate Kid and the rivals are all adults now. So it's, to me,
I
it's
see.
like what
That's cool.
Dragon Ball GT should have been. It's like
Gotcha.
the adults have their feud, the kids have their feuds, and there are so many. There's 6 seasons. The show gets better and better, and then every season a new, not maybe not some more than characters from the movie start coming back, and you're like, oh, there's that person. They tease this person, that person.
That's
Yeah,
pretty neat. I mean, I've heard great things, but I have to sit down and watch. Like, I know people in the chat were like, "Yeah, I've not seen it." I know. I
it's
gotta
my
I
favorite,
have to.
second favorite shonen behind Dragon Ball, and it is a
Nice.
shonen. It's a shonen. There's tournaments, there's fights, there's rivalries. The biggest rivalry in the show, in my opinion, the best rivalry is between 2 women. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting. Okay.
yeah, Tori and Sam. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody in the chat knows if you've seen it. Don't spoil it for Goshen though. Yeah, there's a character they introduced in season 2 who's a rival of Daniel's daughter from Karate Kid. You got to see the movies first,
I
then
have
you'll
to. I
understand.
do.
No, and you and your fiance, that's like something that you want to watch with some like either a friend or like a relationship partner, because that, oh man,
If
they're,
it's a good experience, you gotta like have it with
dude.
somebody.
I will tell you this before we get out of here. One last thing. We watched in my Discord the finale last February, 2 Februarys ago now. Yeah, 2 February. No, it was last February. Last February. We stayed up till 3 a.m. It dropped on Netflix. Everyone was there. Like there was like 12 people in the call, 13. It was 3 a.m.
Well,
By the time this ended around 6, it was 5 episodes, and they're each like they were like half. Then the last 2 episodes are an hour long, like the little movies.
mm,
When it ended, people were crying, like it was
wow, like
the
that.
yeah, no, the last 2 episodes are nicknamed Cobra Cry because, so I'm just gonna say this. There are storylines from the 1984 series that get tied in last year. Like they get closed
Oh,
after
wow. Oh,
after
that's really
40
great.
years. Yeah, because the writers are marks, they're fans.
I was gonna
And
say, it sounds like great storytelling, to be honest.
it's a lot like Dragon Ball. It's a lot like
Nice.
Dragon Ball. So Tori's
I
also my
gotta watch
favorite.
it.
Yes, no, really, I'm serious. You should. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. Thank you, Goshen, for hanging out with me for a couple hours. It means a lot, and
Of
we will
course.
talk soon to get you back on. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll do it for sure. Again,
I
thanks again.
actually
It's so much fun.
I wanted to get Elise on at some point too, because I haven't had her on yet. So
Oh,
that would be a
yeah?
good, yeah. And Stephanie, but Stephanie's hard to get a hold of now. I'm
She's just
happy.
every weekend, she's at a con.
I'm happy that you're
I'm happy
making
for her.
money. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy, but I'm unhappy you're not with me. So,
At least
all
too
right.
is busy a bit, but hopefully you can get her on. Like, that'd be great to have her on the show.
I interviewed her a couple of years ago. It was an hour and a half, but I want to talk about the redemption story because that's a beautiful story.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure. Needs to happen.
Yep. Anyways, y'all, have a good one. Take care. Make sure you subscribe to Goshen also. The link is, click the names right there. See you soon.
Awesome. Thanks.